Tuesday or whatever day it's fucking is, and you're expecting D&D. So let's do some D&D. It's Tuesday. Yeah, fucking Tuesdays. All right.
Did we start?
Not yet. I mean, I almost got there. No, we started streaming, so well, I guess yes.
Oh.
All right. So we are going to be following the ongoing campaign of the Dawnforged Company. I don't know how long we've been playing this game. I think we're coming up on an anniversary here sometime soon. But last time on the Dawnforged Company, does anybody want to do a recap? Oh. Didn't think so. Did you just pull the Roger? No. You son of a bitch. Thought I wouldn't get it, but I got it. All right, so.
I thought you'd get it.
You son of a bitch again. All right, so last time they had tried to find a little bit of rest after their jarring dream, negotiated their way through what they were going to do with the 3 wagons that were coming down the road that they knew were important to Phobator, who had tried to make a deal with them, and they could show their fealty by letting them pass and not interfering with them. Well, Heroes decided, no, screw that. We're gonna interfere with them. And so after some careful scouting and trying to figure out what was going on, they talked the drivers into through some really good persuasion checks, I must admit, natural 20s and whatnot. They convinced them that there was danger ahead on the road and that the worms were still active and that they should they should be ready and waiting for these attacks that might be coming. So they decided to they talked them into coming into their they decided to talk them into coming into their instant fortress so they could wait out the dangers that were ahead and then make a break for it. And then after that, after that they wait, there's a beep there. Oh, that's Molly Can with a bloop and a bleep for 19 months. Thank you, Molly Can has. Go check her out on her Twitch channel. It's super fun times, and there's Sims, there's babies, there's horror, there's yelling. It's a great time. Oh, yeah. All right, but
you like yelling babies.
After talking to these drivers, they all seemed just like kind of simple country. Oh, there's Ballcat with the friggin' tier 2 at 14 months. Oh wait, I have a button for this. Hold on.
Lump that together. Just keep it close.
Holy shit! Wow, look at everybody. It's almost like they're like, yes, keep DMing. Hype, hype, hype! All right, cool. Well, thank you guys. That is super fucking cool. So we got some albino gaming coming in here. TJ with or Mockery with the fucking fire. Where did you even get that?
What are you talking about?
That emote. Is that Bong Warrior?
Which one? Oh yeah, Bong Warrior.
Okay. Check him out. He's fun. All right, cool. So, fucking totally threw me off there, guys. Good job. There's a Rubber Ross in the. Okay, focus time. All right, so they talked him in, but they seemed like kind of simple country folk who were really excited to jump at the opportunity to make some cash and didn't ask too many questions. They did find out that the wagons were coming from the Baron's estate, and the Baron, meaning the Baron that has some implications for Bloodscale. It's the one who betrayed him, or well, that his
dick.
He's a dick. Yeah,
because of the implications.
The implications. But they found out that not only were they coming there, but they Hobgoblin had bought so much of the wood and everything that was part of the Baron's lands. Now, which raises the question: do they know that they're, dealing with potentially super, super bad people, or do they just need wood? But before that question could be answered, well, terrifying things crawled out of the drivers as their jaws broke open in horror as they were, kind of... two of them were consumed by fire and an arrow to the fucking face, while these Tuscara Kori crawled out and broke out of their hosts. But they managed to save one of the driver, and while trying to fight these Tuscara Kori, they managed to pin them inside the fortress, not letting them leave. And then as they started fighting the Tuscara Kori found that they knew they were losing and tried to jump into first Viser, who made his save and then turned him to ashes. But one succeeded in getting its way into the form of Uza and was trying to make his escape when he was grappled by Bloodscale and then chained to a table or a chair leg by Zadok. And then once they knocked Uza unconscious, the Kori tried to make a run for it but was not successful. They ended up killing it, healing both Uza and the one driver left who is not who had lived through the experience of his possession. So at this point, we're going to dive back in, Uza being still manacled to a chair and held by
He picked the manacles.
Oh no, he picked the manacle. That's right. He did pick the manacle. So you were, just being held by Bloodscale, looking as you come back to consciousness, looking into the eyes of Zephyr, who has healed you for 70 hit points.
Ow. Hey, buddy. Hello. I'm just gonna let him down gently.
I'm still uncomfortably close.
That. Thank you. Thank you.
Kill you. Don't do that again.
No, I know you guys can because you did.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't remind me.
But no, hey, look, it's in an awkwardly solemn moment. I appreciate it. I wouldn't want to be doing that shit with one of those things inside me or controlling me. Like, death is a much better answer.
Yeah, well, so's coming back, so I mean...
it's all better now, though, isn't it? We're good. It's alright. Let's celebrate a win when it's a win, yeah?
Hey, driver guy.
He's unconscious.
Gotta go shake him.
I will definitely try.
Go ahead. Finish your little interaction if you want.
I mean, I killed one. Me and Vicer, the old 1-2.
A little bada bing, bada boom.
You're supposed to be a dodgy boy. That's literally all you're supposed to do. Don't mess up again.
Look, you can't dodge everything. You can do what you can. And he did what he could.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna just feel the corner that I'm in. Yeah, this is not a good spot for me to start.
No.
Well, you seem okay now. Nesnos goes up and he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and gives you a nod, and then turns to you, Zephyr, and he's like, "We know it is dangerous, but he did great." He gives you a solemn nod.
I wish I could say that this is our biggest problem right now, but when you guys see what's in these carriages, you're gonna about freak out if I have any indication.
Well, we heard.
I mean, it's bad though. It's real bad.
Yeah, and that's I shoved the unconscious driver guy with my foot. That's why we need him to talk.
Oh, what's going on?
Hey, wake up!
He like coughs as he comes up. What the hell happened? Did you drug me? What's happening here?
Oh, you're lucky you're alive. That's thanks to me.
He starts rubbing his jaw like, "Oh, what is happening?"
What's the last thing you remember?
I remember talking about something about the cargo or the job or something. I don't remember. And then fella across. He's just fucking. Wait a minute. And he kind of looks up. He's like, Destrian's jaw broke open and the thing crawled out of him. And Gerardius' face exploded. That was real. That happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that happened to your.
Congratulations. You're still alive.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, we could not save your friends because they fucking exploded.
Wait, I remember.
You almost exploded. Almost.
And he kind of rubs his jaw again. Oh, it's come out of my mouth.
Yep.
You did.
Your jaw was on the floor. You worked.
Oh god. Oh god, what
No,
am I gonna
stop.
tell there?
We do not have time to panic.
It's not panic.
I need you to look at me.
Okay.
It's kind of shocking.
I'm well aware. Do you know what you're transporting?
No.
What were your instructions during transport? Because they had to know that if they got on a rocky ride, that these things might wake up. Maybe there's something.
These things? What are you talking about? It was don't look in the back and drive to Kern. That was it.
That means these things are probably out like a light.
That's very bad. That's so bad. Do you understand what is in there?
No. He was told not to look in the back. He has no idea what the fuck's in there.
Who hired you?
I wasn't lying. It was the Baron.
I didn't say you were lying.
He is.
Who did you work
told
for?
us like 4 times.
I know. But like, can you just describe what they look like?
Oh.
I can tell you exactly what they look like. I can tell you exactly how big of an asshole this person is. I can tell you much. I can tell you that they have a deck of cards that does a whole bunch of weird shit when you draw a card.
No.
Oh, the deck. I forgot about the deck.
What a deck this is.
I remember that. Well, so if they're magically supposed to stay asleep, maybe we can attack through the cart on the one we think is going to be the biggest trouble.
What if instead of attacking the one with the biggest amount of trouble, we attack the smaller ones? Take one of them out. It'll probably be easier to curb stomp one.
Kolramov. Sorry.
Yes. Kol. No, don't worry. I know you were talking about Kolramov. I unfortunately know all about that piece of shit.
Fill us in then, if you'd be so kind.
He's a lord. He's got blonde hair. Bit of a beard now.
Remember when I freaked out and murdered Davzarin, who was actually a demon?
Of course.
When did you murdered Davzarin?
Yeah. Well, he's back probably, if I had to guess.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hey, nope, stop. You're spiraling, knock it off. Look at me.
Okay.
We got important shit right now.
Yeah?
What am I going to tell their families?
That you guys got in over your heads.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. You don't even gotta lie about that.
I'm sure they understood when you took a job to take random things across the country for zero pay, for pay with zero idea of how bad it was. They knew something like this could happen, right?
Well, I mean...
Before you go, we'll help you pack up the bodies, and we'll give you
There's nothing left of them.
to take with them.
There's a pile of ash.
Well, that's still something, and the family deserve at least that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look out of one of the arrow slits and look
Sure.
at the wagons and make sure that there's things not
Make
flying out of them.
Make a perception check.
Let me make sure I've got the right name selected today.
Oh yeah.
We'll handle the burial details later and send you off with a package, but for now you need to stay out of the way.
I want nothing to do with this.
Stay in the corner over there and we'll talk to you when we're ready.
Okay. Do you mind if... And he kind of pulls a pipe and he's fumbling with it in his hands and he's trying to stuff it. He's spilling tobacco everywhere from this little pouch and he's just kind of
I'm just have some of that in there.
No,
Calm you right down.
He kind of stuffs and he grabs just a touch of barred spice and then packs it. And he's like, I don't normally, but... And then he kind of lights it and he just sits in the corner and just smoking this super long, thin pipe and he's just kind of staring at the corner, smoking it. Bloodscale, as you look outside... The horses and everything seem quiet. They're, the horses, they're a little bit antsy, but they're not in full distress or anything. They're just kind of stomping at the ground, looking around.
Well, we gotta disconnect the horses still, right? Let's go.
I can do that. I can make it quiet. Hopefully when the battle starts, they'll spook and hightail it out. I don't want to...
What do we want to go for? Do we want to go for the toughest thing first? Or do we want to go for the weakest ones and risk having the tougher one at our backs?
I mean, no matter what, we should figure out, like... I mean, oh, Lord. Do we have to fight them? Can we just, like, send them off? You know, is there, like, a cliff nearby? We can just drop them off or something.
They fly.
Ah, oh, criminy. Is there any easy way of doing this? Is there, like,
Can we
Quietly.
magic up a pit and then cover it real fast?
yeah, I mean, I could do a minor illusion. I mean...
No,
Let me see
that's,
what I got in my arsenal.
Yeah, can we just bury him?
I have erupting earth.
I don't think
I'm not
that'll
sure
work.
if I can use.
Can you use your teleport with the trees, maybe? Take them from here to, like, somewhere really far. Maybe back where they were originally from. Just delay them.
No, not without sleeping, because that's what I used my heal on. I can
Be good
only...
if we could sleep anyway, huh?
Okay, so by the sounds of it, these things were going to sleep until Kern.
Right?
Which we know is fucking days away.
Right? Ugh. Is this
We
something we could maybe get some people from the Hobgoblin army that could take him back? Do you know what I mean?
Do we even know how far they are?
The only thing that I've seen was apparently this caravan.
That's not good.
So here's what we could try.
Oh, can you talk to the trees? See if we can
I
get
can.
a report.
I think.
Yes, I can.
If we can convene with nature, maybe we can find...
Corey RP with a freaking rate of 20 viewers. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Oh, my good God. 90 hosted for 93 viewers. Hi. Greetings, adventurers. Welcome to our party. Welcome to the ongoing double raid situation. This never happens. Wow.
Wow.
Good God, everybody.
Yeah,
wow. That's
as we try and figure out what to do with 3 caravans full of beholders.
so, wow. Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, so just to get you guys caught up from these raids. Wow, you guys are amazing. Holy cow. Woo, double raid. Wow, look at all these follows. Thank you, posting Corey RP, AJ Cool, Falling Off a Cliff, Penguin Dragon, Tater Todd 9, Zeki Writes 413, Malico, Triple Raid, Walkie Check, okay, Monksock, NMC Bride, I'm doing as fast as I can, Literal Toddy, B Sneeze, Token Filipino, Cumberland Totem, Shell 133, Sneezy Drop, oh my god, Diabeebe, Supersonic Mike D, Macro Chill, Cam Man 5, Epic Raid, this is insane. Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the channel where, oh my god, okay, here's Shemes. All of the alerts are breaking the alerts. There's Bitter Rabbit Ultra Combo. The Panic. Hi everybody, I can speak really fast. Yes, that's right. The more you subscribe, the higher my voice gets. Raid-tacular. Okay.
You know when you get excited and your voice goes up a little, like a little bit.
Shiznets. This is fabulous. Fantastic. Soon it's a raid-ception. Okay, highlighted. Oh, here we go. JC's. Jesus, I think is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Thank you for the ride. And we're following. Holy hell. Okay, so that's a lot of people. So what's going on right now is there's Coleman Show. What's happening is they've recently intercepted. Oh my God, so many alerts. Hi, all the raiders. And do the combo. Combo. I'll do it. I do it in request. Okay, so. Oh my god. Anomalous Vandal. Thank you for the follow. So, what has happened recently is the Dawnforged company, our band of intrepid adventurers. Oh my goodness. There's another one. So many. So they have recently intercepted a caravan that was the god of nightmares has basically tried to make deals with them. If they let this caravan get to a dwarven city of Kern, then they'll know that they're a secret ally and will be able to work with them. Hydrate. I don't have any water, but beer hydrate instead. So not taking the deal, they managed to play it and get the information out of them that this caravan is important. And so now they've taken the drivers who were possessed by Quarry, these terrifying creatures, posture check, these terrifying, nightmare creatures that were possessing them broke out of them, breaking their jaws open, and then they killed them. And beer is an appropriate hydration, exactly. And then when they looked inside of the caravan, they found this giant skull with one glowing eye that was flickering in and out, seemingly asleep. The other two having these smaller, but with tentacles wrapped underneath them as they're sleeping almost on a nest of their own tentacles, also sleeping. And so they are going to figure out what to do with this, as now they are exhausted. They are out of spell slots. They are, backs against the wall. And so that we're going to dive back in.
Dinosaur.
62 viewers. Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh man, it was tense before trying to figure out what to do. Now it's like
I know, now I feel the pressure to perform, right?
Thank you for the follow, Sir Cubs.
Alright, so
Well, I can be a dinosaur or a giant octopus.
alright, so yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that would be useful. If I
I
was an
haven't even
octopus, I could
decided what to
probably
do
grab it.
yet.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, if there's a way we can get away with not fighting him, that'd be best, I think, but I don't know if that's possible. What do you guys think?
Banishment wouldn't work, right?
I mean, it would for like a minute, but are they native to this realm?
Oh, wait a minute. A minute?
Yeah.
Hold on. What if you banished the big one while it was asleep?
Yeah,
That way we could have a solid minute of dealing with the smaller ones. And we can pick them off either while they're sleeping or dealing with that. And then bam, like, you could even stay out of the fight with the small ones so you don't break your concentration. And then we can just gang up on the large one when it comes back. If it comes back. There's the possibility it might not.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Let me see if what my spell.
God, if only we had a smart boy who studied a lot of things, who wasn't terribly late for the game due to real life reasons. We can ask about that.
Our wizard is currently
Dare he
missing.
buy a vehicle that could accommodate his family. Selfish.
Wow, I'm like
does
low.
Mesnos have any shot of knowing?
You know what? Roll an intelligence check with Mesnos' stats. 12.
Wizard
Not
arrives
really.
exactly when he means to.
Exactly when he means to. No, he doesn't know too much about beholders. They're more of an aberration, and his expertise is more in demons.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to find something.
Oh, that's a good stretch, actually. I'm stuck. Go ahead.
You know what? This is a long shot, but I'll try it. I'm going to guidance myself when I think about it. Me and Bloodscale killed a beholder.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not shut up about that story ever since we've met literally anyone.
It's true.
Is there any way that during our travels, during these storytellings, that anyone might have mentioned the origins of beholders?
You know what? Go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Take your guidance.
Sweet. Big ol' +0. So I can't even remember how to spell beholder.
Are you out of luck points, or do you want to try to use one?
I am not using my last luck point before a beholder fight.
Oh, all right. Okay. No. You remember that everybody's like they were. You remember it's impressive to kill a beholder, but you were too busy talking about yourself and your accomplishments. And you remember there was people who were saying things about it, but you were more telling a story than listening.
You know what's even more impressive than killing a beholder? Killing 4.
Well, alright, so we have the fortress at least at our advantage, right? So how can we use it? How can we use its battlements in our favor?
Well, I'm pretty sure they can actually damage this thing.
Well, sure. But if they can damage this thing, they can sure as hell damage us, right?
I'm not...
DM, would I remember anything from my time, my youth?
No, that you were dealing mostly with demons, not aberrations. You actually haven't seen a beholder before. You've seen lots of different types of demons, not a
I
beholder.
was thinking maybe with his collection. but
Yeah.
nope,
You were
they're
more
too smart for that, right?
you were more into the pits and everything like that. They'd be more of servants rather than part of the collection because he knows he could get use out of them. Menelaus does.
Gotcha. Okay, worth a check.
Definitely.
I only know that the last time that we killed one, it was very easy because we had a tiny man with a weird wand that magically made one laugh its ass off.
Oh yeah.
I honestly do not think in our current condition we could take them.
Well, I do have some of my
I agree.
potions left.
What's the other option? Like, we can't let these things continue on their way to Kern.
You know,
No, but they don't have drivers now.
we might have time if they were supposed to sleep all the way till they get to Kern. Then we might have time for the Hobgoblin army to catch up with us. Should be a lot easier to take these things on.
We don't know if they're going to be friendly to us. With this information that they've been working with the Gilded Cleaver, this might not be as easy of a
Well, do
sortie
you
as we
think
originally
that
thought.
these things would attack whatever they see? Because if the hobgoblins aren't friendly, we could probably just run the carts right into them.
I think we
As
should
you-
hide them. What if we hide the carts and then we make contact with the Hobgoblin army and keep them as our sort of like, you know, in case of emergency, pull cord and release beholders.
Okay.
We're also assuming that these things are meant to sleep the entire way. What if they're not meant to sleep? If these things are smart, which I remember the one that we fought was pretty smart, they could just be knowing that, oh, we have to hang out in the back of these carts and not do anything for a while.
Sure. But they would
Well-
still have a couple days of expecting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and they would
They're not
expect
moving,
the drivers
though.
to stop for the night.
Alright, so do we have... is there a way we can trick them, right? If we can keep them moving, even in a circle, that could keep them, you know, confused about what's going on and maybe keep them docile and give us enough time to get the hobgoblins in here.
Hey Ty, how far away from the Eyrie are we?
Let's
A
see. You
day,
guys
right?
are 2 days
2 days.
Is that by road or by flight?
by road.
How fast can an Aarakocra get here?
Let's see. Aarakocra would probably make it in a day if they flew flat out. They'd suffer a point of exhaustion, though.
So
Also-
not very useful.
We just sent the birds back to the town.
Oh, I'm not talking about calling for reinforcements. If these things get out, the Eyrie can't handle these things.
That much is true.
Be a high cost at the very least. Well,
Quite frankly, I think them being stopped, like nothing's happened so far. I think we leave it stopped and figure out the hobgoblin situation first.
We don't even know how far the hobgoblins are.
I'm
they
also
could
really
be here
cautious about
anytime.
this. At that point, we'll be dealing with 2 separate unknowns at the same time while we're
Alright.
exhausted.
Yeah. Well, then we gotta take care of these guys now.
I'll let you know this. I'm not going to be very much help in this fight. I am running out of magic. These sparkly fingers. I'm exhausted, and I haven't gotten a chance to recharge in a while.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I have some environmental spells I can cast to potentially tie them up and beat them down with the trees, but I got about 1 shot for each of those, and then my transformations, and that's it.
This is why I'm hoping we can maybe put this off as long as we can. You know what I mean? Like hopefully they will stay asleep. I know we can't guarantee that, and I'm not saying that we should lean on it. But if it's a strategy that we can try to embrace, do you know what I mean? If there's something we can do with that, I think that'd be good. I desperately need sleep, though.
Well, how about this? Because I'm really worried about just leaving these guys and hoping for the best. If we try to take a long rest right now and keep watch on these things, and it's entirely possible that they might wake up before we do, and we'll be the ones dealing with the surprise, and we'll be in not too much of a worse situation than we are currently, but there is the chance that we might get a full rest and get everything back.
Does your fortress have any ghost servants or anything that could keep an eye on them?
No.
What
It's
if I
building.
set up my tent right by the window And we'll have the door open and make the butler keep an eye out.
I wouldn't. No offense to your butler, I'm not going to trust him. If we're going to do that, I suggest we put our own watch out.
I mean, well, this would just be in a way for us to get exhaustion done. I'm not saying he should be alone or anything, but it would be one way. That's all.
You do know that you can rotate your watch in a way that you could get rid of all of the exhaustion and everything like that.
Yeah.
Really? Well, let's do that.
Worth a
Old school
try
style.
because we need all the help we can get on that. Let's see.
What should we do in the meantime about the hobgoblins? Is there anything we can do other than wait?
We have our banner out.
Have the banner out. We're ready for him. We're ready to talk to him. What if that goes wrong? If maybe if we could even move the carriages behind the fortress. Do you know what I mean? So that they don't see them before we can talk to them.
I think we're
Like
tempting
that.
fate.
Just by moving the carriages.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna.
I feel like we are
Actually,
incredibly
I can
lucky to
cast-
have these guys asleep. And
Yeah.
if we start poking at it, even if we're fairly sure that nothing will happen, we run the risk of just the
Right, but
unlucky
what's the greater risk? Them waking up or the hobgoblin army like using them in some way against us?
Okay, well, if you want, I could probably create a mirage for the hobgoblins so that they look at us and basically see mountain or some kind of impassable.
If you could do that for the wagons, we want them to see us though, right? We want them to talk to us. We have to talk to them.
That's,
so-
I have
that's
to
another
think
that's
do
another
that first.
spell. That's another spell used before this fight.
No.
It's
I'm
It's
gonna
to-
go
it's to
up the
prevent
tower
bleeding,
and
though.
look through different slits to see if I can see maybe a clearing nearby,
Sure. Go and make a perception check.
which is gonna suck. It's not about being exhausted. Some.
So I
Something-
can try
something
for a
exhaustion,
mirage,
something
or I
nine.
could try for a firestorm. Whatever.
Wrong name, right stats.
Okay. No, it's pure solid wood all around you.
I'm gonna head to the top, fly a little bit above the tower, and see if I can get an eye on the hobgoblin army.
Okay, go and make a perception check. You still using your goggles?
Yeah, so straight roll.
check. Yeah.
I'm gonna guidance myself too.
Guidance. All right.
So that is a 26.
26. Okay, and you say you can see up to a mile in minute detail, correct?
Yes.
You see in the distance there are small plumes of smoke. It's hard to tell exactly how far they are with the mountainous terrain and the forest and everything. So they're not within a mile. They're definitely still. If you had to guess, probably another 20-25 miles off.
Okay, so maybe a day, two, depending on their size. We could probably expect their scouts. Scouts might even be able to see us now. Let's go.
Hi. Stop yelling. We got
All right,
things
let's-
sleeping outside.
Let's go.
Hi.
You know tactics. How far out do scouts usually head out from armies?
That depends on way too many factors.
Go ahead and give me a history check. You already had disadvantage, so history check.
I'm gonna guidance him.
Guidance.
Good for me, actually.
74? Yeah, not too bad. All right, you actually got it. Okay, so 15 was the DC there. You know that it depends on the threat range, on like what they're expecting. You know that an advancing army might have people as far out as a week. You know that they are an army on the move, so scouts can feel freer to move quicker ahead because they know the army's catching up to them. They're not going back.
Back up one way or another.
Exactly. From your mercenary, kind of background, you do remember being used as scouts, being hired as scouts. That you could, if there was a moving army, you could definitely get a little bit ahead of them, more than you would if it was a stationary city or something like that.
So you're right. They may see us right now, for all I know.
Yeah. I
Given
have to assume that they can.
Well, we still have to sign.
Yeah, but now there's 3 of these carriages in the way with a bunch of fucked up shit in them.
said,
Still
if
say we could hide the carriages, like.
Yeah.
So what
Problem
end,
is, we would
though?
need to hide them far enough back that an approaching army doesn't wake them up.
And then we're assuming that all of our interactions with the Hobgoblin army are going to go perfectly pleasant, and there will be no issues, and they will be over in a matter of minutes, and then we can deal
No,
with these
why
three
would that be
beholders.
an assumption?
Because you're leaving 3 beholders just out on their own.
Right,
I'm
and
about to
what's
stay away from my home.
well, and look, I'm saying there is like the alternatives all are worse. That's what
Wait
I'm
a
saying.
minute.
I'm not saying this is great. I'm saying all of the alternatives.
Wait
are
a
worse.
minute.
That's
The
all.
alternatives are worse for us,
Wait,
But-
For
wait,
all of us.
stop.
but way worse for other people.
I have an idea. I need to know something. Were there any markings? I'm turning to the guy that's now smoking in the corner.
Yeah.
Are there any markings that any of this is Cole's?
So he kind of like stares up. What?
On your carts, on your carriages, on anything inside, is there any markings that any of this is Cole's?
Cole, no, there are no carts. It's our horses and our carts and everything. We just loaded it up as we waited for.
Do you have his contract? Do you have his signature on anything?
Oh, I don't know. Yes, of course. Yeah, no. It's in my cart. I'll go get it if you want. And he kind of starts
Nope.
walking toward the. Okay.
Where is it in the cart?
It's in the right behind the driver's seat. You'll see there's a small chest. It's kind of under the seat a little bit if you look under there. You have the key, and he kind of like he kind of like digs into his vest, he kind of 1,000 yards there, and then he pulls out a key, pulls it off his neck, and just kind of holds it out to you, just kind of staring.
I'm
at the
going
space
to
between.
take it and hand it to Uza.
Okay, I'll go check it
Oh,
out.
hold on. Nope. I'm going to say my plan first. Because while the hobgoblins may have bought a bunch of resources from Cole, if these things are sent back covered in his signature, and then they have to fight these things, would they be pissed off at him?
We're gonna burn that Hobgoblin bridge, though.
Are we?
Whatever possibility there might be.
They won't know it's us turning these things around.
Yeah, that's only if we get caught.
That's a good
I'm
point.
saying we turn the carriages around, send the horses back down the road towards the hobgoblin army. It's going to take them 10 or so hours if both parties are coming at each other. If it has Cole's signature all the fuck over it, they'll be pissed off at him.
Well, that's if
Well,
they even know what it is. Like,
Well,
What if they're
two things.
allied?
who drives the carriages, and then
I sit here for 10 minutes. I can talk to a bear who could talk to horses.
all right. So we're hoping that when they meet each other that there's a big fight. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
At this point, Mesnos pipes in. Are we sure the hobgoblins are bad?
Because it seems like if the hobgoblins are bad, they'll be allied with the people, like the beholders people. But if they're good, we've just sent a bunch of beholders in to fight people who could be our allies.
While I understand that this may damage the numbers of our allies, if there's a sizable hobgoblin force, and most of them are physical fighters, they would actually have a good chance of just beating the ever-loving shit out of these things. Because
But if
when
they're
me and
not
Uza
bad,
fought
we're-
one, physical damage seemed to be the best way to go about it.
But if they are allied, though, we could just have them meet us here. You know what I mean? Like
But then
they could
we-
just help us.
Then we have to try to leave these here, somehow hide them around this road, hope that they don't wake up due to lack of movement. There's a lot of variables there.
Okay, so what do we have right now? If we were to take them off right now,
If the element of
Right.
surprise,
What
they're
do
all
we
asleep.
have? They're all asleep. I have some high-level spells and a lot of mid and low-level spells, and I also have
Okay.
two shapes.
Last time we fought a beholder, if the big eye looked at you, magic was nothing. It just didn't happen.
So if I change and I just hit hard,
I think you would have to not be looked at.
are you saying it would throw me out of a change?
It might. I'm not sure, but it might. And if it does, you're fucked.
Oh, what else do we have like on hand right now? Like,
So
I could be an
we
angry
have
boy a
about-
few times. That's about it for me.
We have about 10 hours before anyone shows up, right?
No, we have about 20 hours.
About 20 hours. I
We have
need
10
sleep.
hours. If I turn these things
Oh.
around, send them
Hold
at the
on.
Hobgoblin army, it'll
Hold
take
on.
10 hours for the
That's-
forces
that's-
to meet.
That's not gonna work.
Look,
There's scouts
I'm-
in this area. They're gonna see a giant tower, and they're probably have eyes on us right now. If we
Yeah.
turn this cart around and point it at this hobgoblin army, they are gonna know it was us.
that's fair. So we got to take care of it now.
How would they know that we knew that they were there, other than the fact that we're waiting here with the giant sign?
So
I have a -1 int. This is working fine. Don't worry.
I'm going to sleep. I don't know. Let me know if you need me. I can't be awake anymore, though. And I
Well,
need to
you
have
still have-
the fingers, the magic ready. So
do you
I
still
will
have a banishment available?
die, Lord. Let's see if I do.
Because what Uza said is a pretty good plan. You banish one.
It's a
and-
pretty terrible plan if we're trying to fight 3 beholders on no sleep. Like honestly,
they'll fight
I could
2
banish.
beholders. We
Yeah.
kill those 2, and then when the other one pops back a minute later, then we can all focus on that one.
Well, how big of a threat are they? You said that they were so big that they would actually damage the city, and then but that you guys could take them without half the magic users being able to help. I'm very confused at the threat level is all.
Well,
If-
we are the Dawnforged company, so there is that
Okay.
vice there. You boast about us all the time. There's a reason
Yeah.
for that.
And I am 100% not going to be being very much helped during this whole thing. And like, it just seems like it's very inconsistent. What's a good idea? What's a bad idea? I need sleep more than anything, though.
Let's try sleeping on it, and if there's any activity whatsoever, then we wake up and we handle the problem.
Like,
Alright.
rotate watches and all that.
Yes.
Perfect. So we're deciding to go to sleep and rotate
Yeah.
watches then.
Can we at least tell the horses to back up? I don't know, 200 feet?
That
That's
seems
a
like
good idea.
That way,
Uh.
if a scout does come knocking, we can actually have time to explain what this is, rather than, holy fuck, why do you have these 3 horrific monsters right next to you?
That's what I was saying. We should move them behind the fortress at the very least. I mean, I like the idea of it being like even farther, but you know.
Yeah, but I
Is it-
kind of don't want to put them down the road where if they just start wandering off and they're going to get closer to the Eyrie.
Well, do the horses understand or no? Or so we could just tie the horses up and everything too. Make sure they don't go anywhere.
I was going to sit for 10 minutes and then talk to the horses.
Sure.
Okay.
What if, hold on,
Let's do-
instead of moving the horses, what if we pick up the tower and move it down the road?
If I pick it up, I can't change it again for 24 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, never mind.
So. Alright. I'm
Okay.
also gonna join Vicer in trying to get some sleep. We need our stuff back, but Vicer, I need to talk to you strategy. Should I do work on a mirage, or should I hold one out for a firestorm? Because that would be better if we face a lot of numbers.
Yeah. I don't know at this point. Seems like if the Hobgoblin army is a trouble. Honestly, I would do the firestorm either way because we might need to use it on the beholders. You know.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
what I'm-
Yeah. Hopefully the army will be too worried about us to care about 3 carriages that they don't even know what's inside them. That's what I'd say. But you know, whatever works, right?
I'm gonna go for firestorm.
I'm gonna start the ritual.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to sleep.
I will.
Alright.
Sweet, beautiful sleep.
Who's taking? So is Bloodscale? You taking first watch then?
Yep.
Perfect.
I'll-
Okay.
I'll take watch as well.
Okay. Perfect.
How long has it been since we've tried to sleep?
Let's see. So the people, it's like, I don't know, the original sleep or the sleep right before this last fight? Because
The original, because I wasn't trying to go
That's right.
in and out like everybody else.
So for you, it's been about 4.5, 5 hours. You are starting to feel the exhaustion, so you
Okay.
should be able to sleep no problem.
But if I were to stay up the whole time, I wouldn't incur a second level.
That's correct. Yeah, yeah. You won't be headed into that second 24-hour period. So
Okay.
Oh, I sleep. I can move Earth. I forgot about that.
if you
I
sleep
could
for 8
bury
hours,
I could bury these dudes.
Pretty
All
sure
right.
that's loud. Last time you used it was loud.
it's not
Yeah, but if you-
particularly quiet. All right. So
Bury the
Um,
beholders and let the tremors take care of them.
Oh,
Alright.
that's
There were
not a
worms.
bad
Maybe
idea.
fuck.
there were worms. All right. So
That'd be great, honestly.
everybody who's going to sleep, go ahead and you head to your rooms. And at this point of exhaustion, this point in the day, even with your lack of sleep and being interrupted, not being able to sleep earlier with only like an hour and a half of rest, go ahead and you guys can go and start your rest. Don't mark your long rest though until I let you know. With everything that's going on. Oh, it looks like our wizard friend here, Zadok, the blade singing Githzerai, because who says they have to be elves? Zach, how's it going? Just welcome in. We have actually been double, triple, quadruple, so many raids. We have some actual viewers, so just a heads up. Can you hear us and everything?
Hey.
I know, right? All right, so everybody's decided that they're going to try to get a long rest in before they deal with these Beholderkin. All right, so...
Well thought.
Yeah, so you all have you've missed so much planning and no decisions, so no worries. So everybody taking it around. So are you going to try to stay up, or are you going to take the long rest as well? Try to get your spell slots.
Oh
in
no,
there.
Zarek needs his sleep.
Perfect. Okay, we'll just say Zarek was asleep this whole time. He fell asleep in a chair while you guys were talking, and he just gets up at this point and heads to bed. So each of you get to
That sounds
your
like me.
mad dad energy.
I got that
Right.
dad sleep. That
Yeah.
dad couch nap going.
Perfect. And then, so with that blood scale, you take out the small totem of the bear and you kind of place it before you. You sit cross-legged, and as you're looking out the window, but also kind of contemplating the aspects of the bear, and you kind of feel yourself, almost the roots kind of dig into the ground, even through the fortress, and you feel kind of almost that synchronous energy with the world around you. And then you concentrate onto that earth sign energy, and in your mind, almost like a constellation of a bear appears, and then a familiar form walks up next to you and is looking out the window out into looking out onto this caravan. So what are we dealing with now?
Just like 3 beholders. I mean, we're fucked.
3, okay. And
Basically what we need to do is we need to tell the horses. Fuck it, we'll send them behind the fortress. I don't like it, but it's fine. We're gonna need to tell the horses to go around the fortress and head like 300 feet down the road and find a
Okay.
nice spot to pull off and just hang out.
very well. Are you coming with me?
I probably have to, don't I?
You do. And so you start
Who's that?
heading.
It's
It's a trap.
Yep.
Trust me. I need a little of that guidance, buddy.
Yeah, I'll guidance him.
Perfect.
Actually, hold on one second. I'm going to. Is it bright out? Is it dark-ish?
It's like 2:30. It's pretty bright.
Okay.
It's
so
still
the
like a
Cloak
kind
of
of
the
like
Deep
a.
Crows- Cloak of the Deep Crow is not going to do anything.
No, unfortunately not.
All right, so I will guidance him.
Okay. So, are you trying to sneak up on these
I'm trying to be
caravans?
quiet, yeah.
Let's get a stealth check with your guidance.
I'm going to take position on the roof
Perfect.
and overwatch.
Okay. 11. All right.
12. Math.
12. I'm so sorry. I'm good at math, I swear. All right, so as you head up to the first caravan, the
I'm
spectral...
also really only going to talk to the first ones because they should be able to pass the message back.
Okay, you know how horses kind of work. All right, good. So you make it up here, and then your spectral bear up next to you. You see the horses kind of like stomp a little bit and kind of back up a little bit, but they don't bolt or anything as they're looking at you. One of them, as he's kind of back, is like, the hell is that?
It's okay. Okay. It's okay. We're friends. We're friends.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yes.
What the hell?
Please quiet down just a little bit, please. Trust me.
And just a big
Okay.
kind of like steps to the side, looks to the horse next to him. And the other horse is like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
hear your buddy too.
And he
Shh, it's
kind of
okay.
like,
Trust me.
go and roll a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck. Also a disadvantage.
No, that'll be advantage from your bear totem.
So normal then?
Mm-hmm. Straight roll.
I'm very bad at that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't trust him. Why can't he talk to us? He's talking directly to us. Normally they just tell us where to go with like the and they're like, yeah. And
All right. Hey.
they kind of both like stare at you as you make the clicking sounds with your mouth, and they both just locked on you.
Literally told me what to do. Look. I know I'm big and scary. I know.
He knows.
I just need you and all 5 of your friends walk around that building, walk like 300 or so feet, find a nice spot off the side
How
of the
many
road.
steps is that?
How many what?
Steps. I don't know if feet is.
Don't know. How?
Just make your best guess.
I'm actually trying to see if there's tracks. Can I make a survival check to see if there's a track that I can see?
Yeah,
Just
because
judge the
you guys did have you guys rode a wagon here. Go ahead and make a survival check. Go ahead. Let's see what you got.
Fucking exhaustion's gonna kill me.
Oh, so good. I don't know, like three steps to
All right,
yard.
look at me. Look at me. I will turn around.
Okay,
I will
there you
take
go.
a step that is a foot. See how far this is? See how far?
Uh-huh.
That's how long your steps are going to be.
Okay. Why do you want us to do this?
Because I want you to be safe.
Are we not safe? Are we not safe? And they kind of like start to like panic and.
I'm
Make a
going to
persuasion
growl
check.
at them.
Ooh, make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna knock an arrow.
You're gonna shoot you a horse?
No, I'm ready for the
At
beholders
least a
to
bit
wake up.
better.
Do you have advantage on that from any barbarian stuff?
I rolled at a disadvantage, sir.
And did you use your strength instead of charisma?
No.
Okay. What would be your strength modifier on that?
It would add 3.
3. So a 16.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, because you're this is more of a physical intimidation than a intellectual. So as you growl, all of a sudden they just freeze and stare at you like
You're safe as long as you listen to me.
they kind of exchange. Listen to him, man. No, you listen to him. I'm listening. You're not listening. And then they'll shut up.
Stop.
They both stare.
When you get around the building to the road continues on the other side of the building. Do you get that? You're going to take about 300 of these steps that I just showed you.
That's a lot.
Yes. You're going to find a clearing off the side of the road after that.
Okay.
And then you're going to wait in the clearing.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Kind of exchange glances. Are you gonna eat us?
No,
Promise?
unless you make me.
Promise?
I promise.
That's the promise. They seem to relax a little bit. And
Now I need you to do this walk calmly. You are not to run. You are not to make a lot of noise. I just need you to walk calmly.
start slowly taking step, perfectly in sync, and you see as they start passing around the fortress, you hear the pace starts to increase a little bit, just like no pinky promise because they don't have pinkies. And then
I will take a little bit, as long as they're not going into full fucking gallop. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you can tell they're scared, they're jittered, but you manage to scare them enough that they're too afraid to run. So they're terrified, but they are not gonna bolt because they're terrified of bolting. The other two the caravans, they just neatly fall into line almost instinctually because that's what they've been doing for who knows how long. And then they follow, they go down the road, and you just hear some clapping as they go by. Give me a perception check. This will be for you as well, Uza.
Okay.
Just because I know you guys are going to ask for one.
26.
26. No, you guys are closely watching for any signs of movement from the wagons, I assume. So, but as you're looking through, you see no jumps, no bumps, no doors flying open. It seems calm.
I'm gonna go inside and just sit.
Perfect.
My head in my one silver hand and my one ruby red hand. Just fuck.
Perfect. So, now, are you guys sharing watch? Because I will allow each of you to take a short rest during a shared watch, if that is something you guys need or want to do.
No, because after this watch, I'm going to try to get into a long one.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good.
I will share the first watch with him, but I will be up the stay up the whole time.
So with the shared watch, Uza, you go ahead and mark your short rest while you have Bloodscale here to help you, because that's the last short rest you're going to be able to get before everybody wakes up. Are you waking up anybody else for the watch, or is it just going to be you?
It's just going to be me.
Okay.
While Bloodscale's there, before I start mending my wounds, so you'll notice when he comes back, Bloodscale, you'll notice that Uza's kind of looking at this rod and just holding it.
Is Faf well rested?
Faf is well rested. He is.
Send him to help Uza on watch.
You can definitely try.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him to help him out.
While I see Uza with this broken rod, I am also just bringing him a giant stein of coffee.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
And then
There's more on the fire.
This is like, I'm not the only one thinking this is our problem, right? We can't let these things leave.
I'm not trying to let these things leave. I am trying to make it so we can focus on one thing at a time with the most amount of resources that we can. They're only 300 feet down the road. We can catch up to them.
Kind of nod.
In fact, if you go to the top of the tower, you can see like stupid far. You should be able to see the carriages.
Yeah, no, I'm at the top of the tower doing my watch. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not letting him leave. If I'm alone in this, then so be it. But I just can't.
Again, you're not alone in this. I'm just, again, trying to give us a buffer. Because hobgoblins are going to come knocking soon. If the scouts don't go to those carriages first, which... Fucking Akati help them. That's not really something we can manage. We gotta deal with what we can. In an order.
Right.
But trust me, there's no way in fuck we're letting those things go.
It's at this point
Thanks, let's go.
As you say thank you, the small form of Faf, the Fey Dragon, butterfly wings flapping in. He's changed. He's a little more pinker than the last time you saw him. He floats in. He looks a little resentful, but then he just flies over and he kind of loops himself around your neck, Uza, and then he kind of like sets his head down, and you see he's just like looking around as well. But he looks like slightly dejected, like he was hoping for another sweet nap, but he was sent to. You get the idea that he's not here because he wants to be, but he's here for you.
He got sent. He got voluntold.
Yeah, voluntold, exactly.
I'll bring up my scarf so that he's somewhat cozy.
I'm
He
gonna
like
go crash out.
you go ahead and you crash out. You do feel like his dragon form kind of snuggle into you, and then like he even like kind of throws up his head almost like a puppy and like pushes in really deep, and then starts to just keep looking. Go ahead and make a perception check, and with Faf assisting you, you no longer have disadvantage, so you can use the advantage of your eagle eye goggles.
Sweet.
Eh.
23 on both.
Fabulous. All right. So looking around, you keep checking back at the cart to make sure nothing's moving, and you desperately looking at all of the doors, the latches, anything, and you're looking forward. What's the 22? Oh, some short rest.
Sorry, that was my. Yeah,
Sure.
that was my.
Gotcha. Go ahead and mark your HP back on. Don't forget to add your Constitution modifier to that. One for each dice. And then, so as you're kind of looking around, and then looking out toward the future, you see that the smoke plumes, they're definitely, as you watch it over a few hours, they're still moving. It's not a set camp. They're definitely moving forward at this point. Like they haven't made camp for the day or the night yet. And so over the next 6 hours, as you're kind of watching and then like glancing back and looking forward, you notice the army's not moving particularly fast, but you do notice as you're looking around, there's much, you're realizing that if they're moving and still having this much smoke clouds coming out, that there's definitely a larger amount of number. There's a bigger number than if they would have stopped. And so like realizing that they're moving, they're probably, 3 to 4 times larger than just the smoke that's already peeling off of them. That suggests hundreds, if not over 1,000 hobgoblins. And over the 6 hours, they only make it about 15 miles closer.
So they make about half the distance, more than half the distance.
Just a touch over half the distance between you and them. And it's at this point you see, Faf kind of like looks up, and then you see and he jumps off your shoulder and flies away. And he goes to Visair. You wake up with Faf kind of crawling on your chest and kind of like staring you down, almost like a cat who's like just sitting on your chest like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And you wake up to his face just like inches from yours.
Do I get a long rest?
Yes. Everybody who was trying to sleep, go ahead and mark a long rest.
Woo! That's what I like to hear. What is it? What's going on?
And then the Draconic is like,
we talk.
I know.
Okay.
Then in Draconic,
Okay.
he just gives you like a comforting like coo, almost like a little purr, and then he's like, "Oh, nothing happened.
Nothing?
No, the bird's warm though. His heartbeat goes really fast." And he kind of like curls up.
That ain't. Well, that's good.
Right, you guys can go all mark off 1 level of exhaustion, so good news there. And mark all your spell slots, mark all of the benefits of that long rest.
Yay!
Oh my
Three.
All
3
them spell
sessions
slots.
later.
That's been a while.
If you want to spell...
Wow.
I'm sorry, did you want this to be easier?
No, just
Oh, no,
commenting on facts.
Oh, yeah.
Levels, please.
All right, perfect. So, and then, perfect. So, at this point, you guys are all waking up. What would you like to do with your awakening?
Go to the top and make sure the carriages are still where I hope they are.
So, as you go to the top, you see Uza still keeping watch, and he's diligent.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey. They're
I think
closer.
I bet. How's the carriages?
I haven't seen any movement, right?
No movement at all.
No movement, but that army's moving faster than I thought. I think we have about 6 hours until they get here.
Okay.
Alright, are the wagons okay?
That's the carriages I was talking about.
Oh, right, I gotcha.
Yeah, and nothing's happened with them so far that I saw.
Check on the driver.
Time to kill them all now, isn't it?
Do we do
There we
that?
go.
Do we talk to
We
the
go.
hobgoblins first?
Well, here's the thing I'm thinking. If the hobgoblins are hostile to us, we're pretty much screwed, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, there's literally 1,000 of them or something, right?
Uh-huh. But I do
So-
have transport via plants.
Yeah,
now.
at the
Yeah.
very least, if we had to make an escape, we could at least leave leave them as, you know, some sort of distraction when we go. And either if they're friendly, then they'll help us kill them, which will be a lot easier. Or if they're not friendly, we can leave them with a mess as we get away.
Or they could just not care and leave us with the mess and keep moving.
Well, I mean, if they can ignore the beholders, I don't know why they'd be able to, but
Is there an
that's all
army?
I'm thinking.
I mean, they could just wake up the beholders, make us deal with them, and then continue to march wherever they're marching.
Look, I'm saying we don't really have any escape plan if anything goes bad
All we gotta transport.
with the hobgoblin army, right?
As you guys are talking, you see, still smoking a pipe that went out long ago, the driver still in the corner, just staring, sitting in one of the big comfy chairs as you talk.
I'm
What's
just
up
gonna
with him?
snap my fingers in front of his face, see if he's alive.
He's alive. He's
God, we gotta get him going. Like, we need to give him a horse and send him off with the ashes and hopefully a few coppers or
What
gold.
horse are you gonna give him?
One of the ones from the cart.
I mean, the cart that's 300 feet that way?
Mm-hmm.
You want him to walk up there, try to unhook a horse quietly?
Not him. I'm saying we give him a horse so he can get out of the way. Because leaving him in the middle of a hobgoblin and beholder mess is, I'm sorry, like, even to a neutral party like me, is pretty effed up.
he
Yeah.
looks up at this point. He's
I'm
like,
not saying we abandon him. I'm just saying I'm not sure we want to make all that noise.
"Don't leave me here.
No, we're not gonna leave you here. Be a plan.
Please, I didn't mean to do anything wrong."
Mesnos will pipe in saying that he can actually get us to a different plane if necessary.
That is true.
Well,
I'm
that'd
gonna
be
go
good.
over and I'll talk to the driver. We're not gonna leave you here. I'm not gonna leave you here. You might have to hang out in this tower for a little bit, but you will be protected.
If I'm safe in here, I'm fine. And then at that point, he kind of looks down. He's like, "Do you have any tobacco in your son?"
No, but I know where some's at, and I'm gonna grab the bard spice, thinking that it's tobacco.
Okay. And then he just mindlessly starts packing the bard spice in and lights it and starts smoking again.
Oh, that man ain't gonna be right for a long time.
Look, we're dealing with beholders. We're dealing with a hobgoblin army. We know the beholders are shitty. We know that's a fight. It's gonna be a hard one. The hobgoblins, we don't know. I was confident that we were gonna make friends, but now with their alliance with Dickhead,
Dickhead is
Mike?
also just kind of a businessman. It might have just been business.
I'm not saying that the alliance with the hobgoblins is completely out, but we're on lower footing than we originally thought we were. I
Yeah.
think we should deal with these two separate problems as two separate problems and not try to intermix them. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna get in over our heads that way.
That's why I moved the carriages.
Well, I think we should tackle the beholders first.
I agree.
Bloodscale shifts his eyes to green.
Perfect. You see a flash of emerald behind his eyes before as the irises shift to green.
What was the name of
Chalk.
the former Blaze Knight?
The former Blaze Knight, that was Vreeze, the Bloody Butcher.
Breeze.
Put it in chat for spelling. if you
Oh,
needed
thank God.
it. Yes, Bloodscale, you would remember that. Yes, Vreeze the
And then
Bloody
what-
Butcher was an emperor.
Then what was Hobby's name?
Hobby's name was Zilgrot. Zilgrot.
And he was a general, right? He said he was?
Yeah, he said he was a general in a hobgoblin army.
Aren't they already plastered on the sign?
They are, but Bloodscale needs to know for when he yells at one of them in Sylvan that the Queen of Air and Darkness is a bitch.
Oh.
That's how Bloodscale plans on making friends. So, they obviously had to have a scout see us by now.
Yeah, they're not going to be 6 hours out without any kind of intelligence.
My vote is we wait for the hobgoblins.
Alright, what's everybody else's vote?
Unless
vote
Zarek
to
can
wait
tell
as
us about
well.
those. Unless Zarek can tell us more about those fucking beholders.
That's
Zarek,
fair.
That's an excellent question. Can Zarek tell us more about the beholders?
let's find out. Let's get an intelligence check, not at disadvantage, because you have slept.
I have. Let's not intelligence save. Oh man, that's great.
13?
That's better than normal when I try to think about things.
Can I use minor illusion to show him what they look like since I've seen them?
Yes,
That's a good
actually.
point. I have not. I've only heard them described.
With
So I
the
will
minor
show him.
illusion and not just working in the abstract, I will give you advantage. Go and roll one more time.
Hey,
17.
look.
Okay.
Thanks, that was helpful.
Actually, that is what you needed. So, okay. You know about the Beholderkin that they... Okay, you actually know a little bit. Like, so you know that Beholderkin... like their physical bodies can be affected by their kind of dreams and what they are afraid of. Their mental state can affect the way that they look and what they do. And looking at the illusions, you know that the Death Tyrant is this skull, no longer having eye stalks, no longer having anything but the skull left from the beholder, but it's still a fully living creature. Well, as living as an undead thing can be. Like, it's fully intelligent still. It doesn't give up anything when it becomes undead because of the nature of the beholder. You know that it is one that can negate magic in its cone. You also know it has a special kind of thing where if anything dies inside of its cone of anti-magic, it comes back as a zombie. Looking at the other ones, though, you're like, these are known as Death's Kiss. They are, they're lesser beholders. They don't have an anti-magic eye. You know that the main thing they're known for is draining life out of people with their tentacles. You know that they definitely are kind of more of a lightning blooded sort of thing where they're like they have a latent magical lightning in their blood, but they are not full beholderkin. They're more of a lesser and then as you're thinking about it, you know that Death's Kiss, they usually happen when a beholder has a nightmare, a vivid nightmare, usually about losing its own blood, and that the Death's Kiss are the manifestation of that fear of losing blood, so they are usually isolationists, trying to seek out any blood they can find, almost obsessed with it. Even to the point where they will drain rats, little tiny things, anything that crosses their path.
You're
She
scaring
didn't
the
like
children.
that.
Knock, knock.
Okay, she can't hear it. She's slightly psychic. A
It was
little bit
just
psychic.
perfectly timed.
I know, it was really good. Alright, so I'm gonna convey what you said to everybody, and then Dark's gonna add a little tactical analysis. So, with the two lesser beholders, because they cannot negate magic, but they are very dangerous to be in range of their tentacles. Well, the other beholder has the ability to negate the magic we might consider splitting our forces using that information. Save the melee for the undead, and the magic for the lesser beholders, the beholder kin.
Fair. Could we banish one and then take on the others first, so we don't have to split our attention that far?
What do I know about banishing beholders? They're not from this plane.
They are from this plane. They're aberrations, but still of the material plane. So you know that the banishment would last at most a minute.
Okay. But yeah, that honestly, I mean, that's something. I do have one spell that I know. It taps into the nightmares of creatures and creates illusions based on those nightmares. And since these creatures are vulnerable to the things they fear, this spell could be very useful.
Oh, I also have the potion.
Oh yeah.
Falling Madness.
I think I have that in my
But
draw
if
belt.
the non-skeletal ones are created by beholders having nightmares, what happens if you give beholders nightmares? What happens if you give beholders that are created by nightmares even more nightmares?
I smirks, that's what happens.
What happens if you give a beholder a good dream? Will that banish any of those? Can they
I
be
think
unmade by happy
I
things?
think it just has a pleasant night's sleep.
Well, that's better than, I guess, creating monsters. Yeah.
Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Oh fuck.
If I were perceptive.
Oh, jeez.
Things that I
23, 28, 6, 21, 25.
gotta operate with that +0 to wisdom, y'all.
0, y'all. All right, so everybody except for Viser, you hear doors bang open.
How?
What? What's going on?
It's the carriages. I'm gonna fly up to the top. I'm gonna head to the top of the tower.
Perfect. And as you look out, you see another Death's Kiss floating out of the original carriage. It, having 8 hours of sleep, has had another nightmare.
Oh, shit! Can we?
Fucking knew it. Can I stealth
I'm
at the top of the tower, please?
What?
Yeah,
Sorry,
go
what
and roll a
happened?
stealth check.
I missed something.
Because the Beholder has slept for 8 hours, because you guys left it alone, its continuing nightmare spawned another Death's Kiss.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah.
So now instead of fighting 3, we're fighting 4.
Hey, we literally could not have
Three
known.
are still three are still asleep.
Yeah, 3 are still asleep. Like it doesn't. The other is still like you see the skull shaking a little bit back and forth as still asleep and in a fitful dream, same as before. And
So we
then
might be able to lure the other one over with, I don't know, a minor illusion or something.
And
We're just gonna
with
wake
that,
the rest of them up.
somebody's going to give you a little recap, and everybody just give somebody a quick recap of your characters. I have to pee so badly. I'll be right back.
How
Okay.
embarrassing.
I'm still planning, like, what, we banish the main beholder and then we just blast the shit out of these guys?
I think that might be our best bet. Make sure that,
I think you're gonna have a rough time
There
getting
is-
it banished through.
yeah, he'll have to position himself. We'll draw attention.
I just mean the
Trigger the
check.
banish.
Yeah, the check is gonna
Yeah.
be pretty rough, but you know what we could do if that
I-
fails? I can just firestorm and carpet bomb the entire fucking area.
I still think if the Hobgoblin army is hostile, we're screwed. So they'll either help us get rid of the beholders or we're screwed. Like, do we have
Damned if
anything
you do, damned
to
if you
do?
don't.
Right, and if we expend all of our resources fighting beholders, and then we're screwed on top of that, then we're screwed. But if we're not screwed, then we can have a lot of help taking care of them when the Hobgoblin army gets here.
Yeah, but now we have the problem of one being there and awake.
No, they're all asleep.
No,
there's
the
with
new
it.
one that just spawned is not.
Oh.
Can we maybe snipe it from where we're at, draw it over to the tower, and destroy it?
soon as we hit
Drawing it
it's
over,
gonna-
I'm thinking
gonna wake
of. I'm
everybody
not
up.
sure we want to snipe it.
Right. I mean, like if we can just draw it over to the fortress, it should be a lot easier for us to.
It
delete
might not
as
know
well.
the
Like,
rest. It might not know the other 3 are in the carts.
Right. It probably won't wake them up though, right? Is there any?
Zarek
Like
would
I'm
know.
just trying to think of the lowest resource way to get rid of the one that spawned.
So
That's all.
Zarek would know that this thing has just been birthed. It has no knowledge of anything other than it wants and needs blood.
Let's make friends with it.
Somebody got next to it. I know, yeah. New.
Can I go to my? Oh no! If we can get it in my tent, I can make my butler give it blood, right?
I mean, if you can get it in your tent.
What if we raise it? What if we adopt it? No, I'm just kidding. That's right. You have the double face palm.
You can certainly try.
We call him Blinky. No.
We call him Winky, but there's only one eye.
No, we'll just let them keep sleeping, and as they spawn, we'll get each of the ghosts from Pac-Man. Inky, Winky, Blinky, and Clyde.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Alright.
You now have an active wandering threat.
I think we need to drag it over here. I think. Can you just make a minor illusion of something bleeding over here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
How far can they sense blood, or taste it, or smell it, or detect?
With a 17, you don't have that detailed of information, unfortunately.
Sure. What if we just like soak rags in blood and tie them to arrows and fire them in a little breadcrumb trail?
Oh, there we go.
Definitely
toward
try.
the
That's pretty
tower?
smart.
Whose blood is
I
it
like
going to
it.
be?
The carriage driver. No.
Hasn't he been through enough?
I mean, there's
Technically, we
literally
do have.
pools of blood
Technically,
all
we do
over
have
the
burst
floor, right?
bits.
You do
Yeah,
have,
there's blood
you
all
can
over the
use,
place.
you can definitely use what's left of the second driver.
Yeah, but
Poor
there is-
Geradius Holden.
Well, we had to clean it up anyway, so let's get to mopping.
Okay, so it smells pretty bad at this point, being 8 hours left there, but you guys are able to... what are you using for cloth?
Probably like bed sheets from the fortress. I have a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you might even have just bandages, right?
Yeah, but, I mean,
A little more absorbent.
I have
Only
I have
a little
extra. I have a bunch of extra sheets.
That's true. Okay, so you guys get
bandages
the
are useful.
bed
These extra
sheets.
sheets I'm never gonna use.
He sleeps on the friggin' floor. So you start tearing up the bed sheets and then tying them to, I assume, Uza's arrows? Perfect. Okay, so Uza, mark 12 blood arrows.
Oh joy! That's what I want. My equipment.
And then put innocent driver blood in quote. No, I'm just kidding.
Innocent driver blood arrows.
I'm kidding. No, just
Oh,
blood
it's
arrows.
possessed driver blood
Yeah.
arrows. There's a difference. We did what we could.
Well, he wasn't
is true.
possessed at that point when it exploded out of him like that. And so,
Hey, they're not our fault.
It's that's
Oh,
very
this
hard.
is the blood of the
I
guy that I
tried.
shot too, isn't it?
Yes.
He exploded.
Oof.
Oh gosh.
Hey, this is for
I mean-
the greater good.
In your defense,
A
there was a
great
creature
good.
breaking out of his chest, and it was pretty difficult to determine what was him and what was creature 'cause at that point.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably the kinder thing to do anyway.
I mean,
For sure.
he did not have to.
Struggling a little bit though.
It's fair.
Dealing with that lawful good switch.
Yeah. Lawful good's a lot about intent, and your intent was not that, so something to think about.
Like, if you want, I'll try to shoot him.
No, I got it. Just where do you want them?
I have proficiency with a bow.
We gotta lead him. Let's just get moving on.
Okay. So, go ahead and for each arrow, roll a. You're gonna need to get one pretty close to get his attention. For right now, what I'm assuming right now is that everybody stayed inside of the fortress except for you at the top. They brought you the blood. You're tying it to the arrows, so you're the only one currently visible. Is that correct? Or is anybody else kind of helping him up atop?
I'll be up top with him.
Stealth check.
Pass without a trace.
Drop in from the staff?
Staff.
Okay, perfect. Make sure you're marking off your uses. So mark the specified trace. And roll your stealth check. So near you had a 31.
for me.
Yep. I assume you're including everybody since they're probably standing close. So, oh, thank God you used pass without a trace.
God, I used
Holy
it, yeah.
shiz no. Okay, 16. That's actually close enough. I'm going to roll a perception check for him.
Shit.
Natural 1!
God.
Doesn't see you come up to help at all. In fact, as you come up, you see it kind of shifts around and starts looking the other way. And
It's like a
starts
baby
wandering.
Yes.
All right. How close are you trying to shoot to hit to get its attention?
So I'm just gonna whisper into my drow ear. What am I doing with these again?
You're drawing him closer.
Put him over on this side. So
Closer. We want him
Breadcrumbs.
in the tower.
Breadcrumbs.
Okay. Do we want him in the tower, or do we want him on the other side of the tower?
Probably on the other side of the tower.
Other side, so that way if there's hobgoblin scouts watching, they see that we fucked up a beholder.
Okay. All right. All right. So the carriage is over there. Where's the shit? Where'd it go?
So it's on the other side. I put it kind of because that's the carriage is. There's a bunch of background
Oh.
stuff that I need to move. That is awful, but I put him over here. So he is about 275 feet away from
Okay.
the.
So we're looking to draw him over here, and these guys are not over here.
Yeah, they're
Correct.
not over there right now.
Okay. All right. Then I'm
Doing the
going
best I
to,
can with the map I've got.
I'm going to place an arrow into this tree right here.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and roll an attack, just so we have a general idea of where your arrow, how close it gets.
And yeah, 21.
Okay, perfect. And I assume you're not using the Akadi's Justice Electric.
No,
arrow?
no,
Okay.
this is just using a regular bow version.
So, let's see. It is actually having just failed. I'm going to go and do another perception check on it. 20. Oh yeah, this time it as soon as it thunks it, and then you see like the tentacles are kind of retracted. Where you're only seeing like these kind of pseudopods that have little spikes that are kind of hooked, and then as it does, you see as it turns, they slither out of it as it kind of rushes forward, and then wraps two around the arrow, and then kind of sucks, and then you see it's like grasping at the tree, tentacles slapping into the tree, trying to pull blood out of it, but getting nothing.
I'm gonna give it a minute and let it calm down for a second.
And it starts to
And then
calm
I'm
down, and then you
fire
see it
another
slithers
one.
it back in. Only the pseudopods now seen. Go and roll another attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire it. Let's see here.
Just how many feet away
right
from
here.
it at this point?
50 feet away from it, and I'm gonna start doing like a big arc to the north, like somewhere in this area.
Okay, so you're trying to bring it north of the tower.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to do a big circle around, and this time I'm gonna fire it at the base of the tree.
Okay, and roll your attack. Yeah, right exactly where you want it, and it kind of, and it's close enough that it's now like. It's now looking for these things, and as it hits it, just quickly swarms over to it. The tentacles swoop, like as it was calmed down, pulled the tentacles, and then again they sweep out as it dashes forward. You notice the tentacles are pretty long. It can reach like 20 feet before it gets to the actual target, as it pulls the rest of itself in.
Okay. Learning stuff.
All right, so we're gonna have you roll about, let's say, 3 more attacks. To see how much closer and how on track it stays. 30's good, 21's good, 26 is good. Okay, so we're going to say, like, you keep drawing and firing and firing and firing and firing and leading along, and it doesn't seem to ever really notice, and you get it. Go ahead and ping where you wanted it.
Let's put it... Yeah, let's put it right here.
I didn't see the ping. I'm sorry.
Sorry, right here.
still not seeing
seeing
it.
those?
Hold on. Let me
Okay.
zoom out. Go
Right
and ping
here.
again. Oh, okay, over there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, perfect. And so, like, you guys have watched
Okay,
as,
roll 20.
as Uza's carefully just trying to, and it follows, and it dashes, and it follows, and it dashes, and now it's starting to like look around, and you see as it looks around. Even just a few minutes without blood, like the eye starts to go even more red, and you see the tentacles like sprawl out as it's reaching into the trees. You see a bird try to fly away and get stuck, and as it pulls it in,
Just gonna start pushing the rest of the blood arrows down into the tower. Nope, get away from me.
perfect. All right, so
And let everybody know.
all right, so what would you guys like to do from here?
We're gonna try to ambush this thing, right?
I was gonna shoot at it through the like murder holes in the fortress.
Yeah, I can't really do that.
No,
You're more than welcome to.
I'm yeah, just letting you know what I'm doing.
That's what the murder holes are there for.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no reason I should leave the house.
I'm going
Alright,
to
so-
grab the rest of the arrows.
Okay.
I'm going
So is the
to.
measured
I'm
distance?
not. I'm saying
accurate?
this out loud. I'm not actively doing this.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to grab the rest of those arrows. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to chuck them.
How far out?
Well, if I know the general location, I'm going to try to chuck them in a direction that turns the thing around, so I get its back.
How far from the tower?
Let's see. How fast could my ass run from the door? 40 feet, I believe.
Yeah, you got 40 feet if you dash. 80. I mean, it's well within.
I'm not going
your-
to dash. I need to attack.
I mean, if you really want.
Like
30 feet?
35 feet away from the door.
35. Okay, perfect. So we'll say.
Yeah, we'll say 30. It gives everybody else
30.
who's going to melee, if there is anybody, a chance to run up. Fuck it.
Perfect. So, as you throw it out, are you trying to throw it out but stay hidden?
Yes, but I'm not
All right,
doing
falling
that
off a
yet.
cliff. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so as you get ready to do that, we're gonna have just a straight strength check, so to make sure you can get it where you want to.
Well,
Everybody else, what are
Again,
you getting ready to do?
I'm still just saying this, so I have not
Yeah,
even like got near the
This-
door yet.
This is one of the rare opportunities that I can get the sneak attack immolate off as well. Just throwing it out there.
If
I
you're
can
willing
hold,
to spend that, go for it.
I will hold an action of a arrow attack when he does his as well.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my eyes to blue real quick.
Flash.
I remember Zarek saying something about this thing could possibly use electricity against me, and I would like that resistance.
Definitely. Perfect. Yeah, you flashed to blue and the.
It was a.
Yep.
That means I took it from your bow.
Okay, well, I mean, if it uses electricity, Ular's probably not going to help me out too much right now.
He'll help me better than he'll help you right now.
Fair.
Perfect. All right, so you feel the presence of Ulhar and the surge of confidence of the blue dragon behind your eyes.
Let me
Alright.
know if you want me to start the engagement, or if you want to try and sneak out there.
I'm gonna throw the arrows, and once it lunges for them and looks like it's occupied, I'm gonna run at that bitch and stab it in the back.
Ulu
How do
nods to you, and she's like, "Me as well."
So as soon as it gets on those arrows, I'll hit it with the immolate. How's that sound?
No,
Try to wait until I'm like halfway there.
You got it.
Perfect. All right. Is anybody else shooting from the top of the tower?
Actually, no. After I throw the arrows, as soon as it pounces on them, feel free, because I have a feeling that it's gonna hear us run out the door.
That was my thought. Sounds good.
Perfect. Okay. So Zadok, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot with my mind caster.
Mindcaster. Okay.
Murder hole.
Zephyr, what are you doing?
Light javelin. It's been
Perfect.
a while since I broke out the javelin.
Okay. Perfect. So and then Mesnos, what is Mesnos doing?
Blight.
Blight. Okay. Perfect. All right. So strength check to get this party started.
Let's get this starty parted.
I was typing a thing, motherfucker.
Let's get this starty parted, you bastard.
I apologize for nothing.
Nor should you.
I think I should have advantage on this though, with
Because you Bear Totem Barbarian push, pull, drag, or shove. Is it
Yeah.
throw as well?
What's that?
Is it
doesn't
throw as well?
Specifically say.
Yeah, you know what? We'll give you advantage. That seems like very related. No, because you're trying to be really precise, so it's a little more dexterous than just brute forcing, which all of those are related directly to kind of brute forcing. So just a straight
That's
roll.
fair. That is entirely fair.
13. Okay. So you throw it from the door here, and you're going for 30 feet with a 13.
Well, no, I'm not. So I'm not
Oh, I was
throwing
gonna say,
at it.
Oh, where are you throwing it? Ping it?
I am throwing. If this is the door, I'm throwing it this way
Perfect.
so that it has to fly and turn its back to the door.
Okay, perfect. And then everybody, just for my edification, make a stealth check, and you can go ahead and add the pass without a trace because it hasn't been an hour. And I assume she just got everybody. So
Yep.
everybody roll a stealth check for me. Good. Really good.
So,
And good. Okay, yeah. Oh, shit.
Mesnos is actually going to find a shadow in the tower because he has that.
Yeah, and I'm still in the
Oh,
tower.
and that gives him an advantage. So go ahead and roll one more time. Or no, he goes invisible. Because
Yeah, he goes
he's,
invisible.
Never mind. Roll at advantage just so I know kind of. Okay, perfect.
20's
All right.
better.
Y'all passed its passive, but only with pass without a trace. A couple of you would have been having bad times. But it's at this point, it starts to rush over and starts to slap its tentacle onto these bloody bits and rags and everything. All right, so for this surprise round, we're going to start with, you know what, let's start with Vicer, since you were the first one who wants to get the attack out. So, Vicer, roll an immolate attack. Dexterity saving throw. It'll have disadvantage for being surprised. Let's see if it can
But
make it. Go ahead,
Don't I
sorry.
get sneak attack damage on that?
If it hits, it still has to make the dexterity saving
For
throw. So,
assassinate.
yeah, you'll get the assassin.
Yeah.
It's got a hit, bruh.
It fails because it had disadvantage because it's surprised. So that's going to be 46 points of fire damage to get us kicked off here. And let's see, hold on one second. And then it doesn't make an save until its next turn. So fire away
we
with
can't hear
Akari's
you.
justice. Wait, really? You guys can't hear me?
Nope.
What the
You're
fuck?
out.
Wait, what the fuck? How would you reply to that?
Dead
Okay.
silence.
All
I
right,
can
one
see
second,
the mouse
everybody.
moving. I can see the frustration in your face.
There we go. I'm back.
There it is.
That was a weird thing. I don't know why it did that. That's strange. Okay, anyway, let's get us an attack from Akani's Justice from Uza.
Right. At advantage, I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah, because he's surprised.
Oh.
And not moving too hard. 2 7 hits.
27.
All right, and so the sneak attack damage, that's going to be 33 points of damage coming out from the rogue. This poor fucking thing just lived, just came to life. Zarek, go ahead and...
And he's out again.
oh,
Yep, he got out again.
I feel like just the way his expression was, I feel like I looked really cool doing it.
yeah, oh, you look totally sweet. Hold on, I'm going to turn... for some reason, my mute button keeps toggling itself on and off, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off real quick here. But yes, yeah, you hit, and it plunges deep into the back of this thing, doing a decent amount of damage. This poor thing just came to life and is probably not going to have a long time on this planet. All right.
Go ahead.
That'll bring us to, let's go, Zadok. 1 action's worth of attack. So either 2 your blasts or, okay, Mindcaster. Both of those are going to fucking hit. Jeez, crazy man. You're rolling like a madman. So 12 for the first one. Make sure you click on the, yeah, there we go. All right, so 20 fucking... Come on, guy. 26 points of damage coming out from the insane man as well. And then next will be, let's go with the lance from Zephyr.
Alrighty. Javelin.
Or javelin,
ho!
sorry. 21 will hit. Good
Oh,
God.
thank God. I thought I was totally going to miss that one.
And go and roll the
Usually do.
damage. 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh, there we go.
All right,
Well,
and then
pink
let's do Mesnos's blight. Good God, this thing never stood a
damage, at
chance. Oh, DC Constitution saving throw. It's a straight roll because that isn't affected by surprise. Still fails. 41 points of necrotic damage, even with the natural 1 at the higher level cast. It is looking super messed up, and it's at this point, Bloodscale and Uza, you both run up, I assume. Yeah.
I can make it just fine.
Perfect. So can she. So you guys. Oh, she'll run up on it.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
fine. Doesn't matter.
perfect. All right.
We can't do flanking, but it's fine.
Bloodscale, you go and roll your attacks first. Just one action's worth.
Yeah.
Snap, crackle,
I
and
did not
shit.
pre-rage.
You could have.
Got a pre,
no,
bro.
no
I
pre.
mean, I would have while running out of the door. I mean, it's what a barbarian would do.
I'm gonna say you could have raged as you threw the things out, because I just assumed you were raging, because you always do. So you
That
can be
is
raging.
entirely fair. I just have to move him so I can get the marker on him. There we go.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. And then roll your beautiful bean attacks.
Okay, but you know what I'm gonna do, right?
I mean, 2 slices. Our
The
great weapon
Reckless
master
Weapon
and
Master.
reckless. Yeah, reckless great weapon master. Let's see it. 21 hits. 16 points of slashing damage. Yeah, that hits as well. All right, how do you want to chop this newborn into pieces?
I just want to just vertically bisect.
Perfect. So as you're running up, you're running up. Ulu by your side, and she's pulling her javelin. As she pulls it up, you get this extra burst of anger as you run just ahead of her, and you kind of jump in the air. And as you pull your axe over your head, you bring it down, and just a clean thwack as you go right through, because you killed it on the first attack. You didn't even need the second one. And
I'll
just,
take it.
and then it just kind of.
Welcome to the real world, jackass.
The only thing being,
Who's
you
having a bad dream
and
now?
you and Ulu both take 2 points of lightning damage, reduced to 1 for your attunement and your rage. So wildly
Yeah,
disappointing showing from the Death
Except,
Kiss.
hold on.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What the fun?
Oh, no, hold on now.
Dude.
Bloodscale's axe is now embedded in one of these halves.
Mm-hmm.
Juicy, juicy.
Is it gonna act like a vacuum?
It is not.
All right. Take it.
No magic, then.
With that, you guys slay the Death's Kiss. I need Ulu and Bloodscale to make stealth checks. Because you are now out in the open. You ran out with the intent to attack. You are no longer being sneaky. And we need to know what that effect has on 300 feet away. Well, 330 for you.
No.
8. Okay. And then...
No, there's not pass without a trace right now.
No, you are outside of that bubble.
Oh.
And then Ulu... 11. Okay.
I will say for a fact, Bloodscale did not roar on his way out.
I didn't think it did. This is just pure running...
Good thing they're a fucking football field away.
I mean,
It is good. You really just needed a crit fail, and that was the only real consequence. You guys look over in this just tense moment where you're looking and you see the open door to the Death Tyrant, that skull, and it twitches for a second, but then rocks back as if in a fitful sleep still.
I think we need to kill them first, guys.
You guys sneak back to the fortress.
The hobgoblins are gonna be here before another fucking sleep passes.
Why are we trying to sleep?
Not us. If it needs a night's sleep to birth another one of those things. Were you not paying attention earlier?
I know that, but I think we should still kill it first.
Yeah, and then be completely fucked when hobgoblins show up. We're fucked one way or another.
Didn't
I
we
would
agree
prefer-
that we were gonna kill them?
No, we
No.
all voted that we're gonna wait, you ass!
yeah, I was never on board for the murder train.
Okay.
Look, the beholders we know is a problem. 100%, that's an issue. They are definitely hostile to us. The hobgoblin, one way or another, it's 50-50 shot. I don't fucking know.
I think
we need to deal with this problem now before
I
it
think we
becomes
need to
one
go-
big ass problem later.
I think we need to go forward and meet the hobgoblins so that we don't have a fucking loud ass army close range of these fucking carriages.
We can kill these things in about a minute.
Yeah.
It's
I
going to be a
agree.
hard minute. 2 tops if we do the banish the sleeping big one and
If
start
we
to
can
stop the little
banish
guys,
it.
which seemed pretty easy.
Well, if it's asleep when we banish it, the chances go up that much higher.
Do they? Do you know that?
I mean, it can't look at Visair when Visair casts the banishment spell.
Exactly, if it's sleeping.
So if nothing else, we're getting the chance.
So DM, the magic canceling cone of effect
Yes.
of the undead beholder, how, is that a active ability or is that a
You know that
passive?
is a passive ability, but they do have to be awake, and the eye has to be open.
Okay.
Zarek, what do you think?
I do not know. I think that perhaps we should focus another surprise attack on the undead beholder. I think that based on our performance against the lesser beholders, that would give us the greatest chance. Quickly dispatching it.
Only reason that we were so good against the lesser one is due to the fact that we had complete surprise. If we have two of them that are fully awake, we might be screwed.
Not necessarily.
And again, like, we can get help from the goblins if they're helpful. If there's 1,000 of them, yeah, this will be easier than anything.
Or they're going to be hostile and we have to retreat, and now there's 3 beholders and a hobgoblin army on the way to the Eyrie and or Kern.
Right, but why would the beholders be on, like, allied with them? That doesn't make...
They might
I'm
not
not
be. They
following
might
that.
just head that
Right.
direction out of nature.
Well, if they're not, well, it seems more likely that they would fight to me, but I don't know what does our beholder expert think would happen.
Honestly, I was going to try to use the fucking carriages of coal with his fucking beholders as a bargaining chip when we talk to the hobgoblins.
Still,
If they
used
know that
as
coal is a
bodies.
giant piece of shit.
Why would we want to use them as bargaining chips?
Because if they know that coal is a giant piece of shit, maybe that transaction they did with him was just fucking business. Maybe they don't hold any loyalty to him.
I just don't see why we wouldn't kill them now.
Alright, if you want to die so bad, let's go.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, if we put it to a vote,
Yeah, we already did, and the majority said wait.
That's fine.
Wait,
That's fine.
what?
no, that's
What-
not
really,
right.
legitimately though, I had a question in here that I do want answered if we can. Like, what do we think would happen? Like, I don't know anything about beholders or how intelligent or dumb they are. Like, seriously, if the hobgoblin army runs into them, are they more likely to fight, or could they form an alliance? Like, is that even possible? That's what I'd like to know.
Zach, go ahead and give me an intelligence check at advantage, since you do know a little bit about holders. 23. Okay, so you know that the Death's Kiss, they're not very intelligent. They're about average human intelligence. They're not like super Machiavellian like most beholders are.
Super dumb.
You do know that most beholders would prefer like finding a place and then like burrowing themselves in and then holding that, withdrawing away from most things. Now the Death Tyrant with a 23, its sleeping mind, it goes beyond normal madness, imagining realities which exist beyond death. And when that dream takes hold is when a normal beholder becomes a Death Tyrant. It's no longer... It possesses all of its cunning. It's everything that it had in life, and even the magic it had, but is now fueled by the power of undeath. They want to be tyrants over other creatures. It has an ability to quash... With the ability to quash the magical energies around it, it usually being the only magical being and suppressing others, it tends to try to either, being a Death Tyrant, either scare people and put them under its rule, or kill them and make an army of zombies. It will be in control no matter what. And the more things that it kills underneath its watchful eye, the more zombies it will have.
So if this runs into the army, that could be like extra screwed.
Oh yeah.
But if
This
it runs
is some
into
relevant
if it runs into an army that knows that this is coming,
Right.
and we all just gather around and play shit stomp the little kid.
Seriously, and Is there a way that we can actually assess how we stack up against the Death Head's Beholder?
With a 23, you do know that the amount of you and the power that you possess, the Death Tyrant, if the Death Tyrant was by itself, it would not be a challenge. Like, you know, while being stronger than the Death's Kiss, it's not that much stronger. Like, what you guys just did to the Death Kiss is ridiculous, and you saw how kind of, that was. The Death Tyrant is going to be stronger, but not so much stronger that it like, the only thing you'll have to worry about is the combination of all three might be like a little bit, like, might be more tricky, and you'll have to manage it correctly, but it's not, if the drivers had been included, it'd be a totally different story. Or if the fourth one hadn't been pulled off, totally different story. But like, as it sits, Zadok, you feel like there's a decent chance if you play this right, you guys could easily win.
Will killing the main one affect the other two at all?
No, not really. The other two are completely obsessed with blood, and it's like a myopic sort of obsession. They don't care about the Death Tyrant once they're separate and birthed from it.
Okay, cool.
What about the hobgoblins without us? If we were to skip town, or if they were to run in, that's the whole idea of the bargaining chip, right? Is that they're there and the hobgoblins run into them, and then they fight and it takes some of them, or they continue on with the hobgoblins to places we care about. So what kind of chance do I know what kind of chance the hobgoblin army might have against Death Tyrant?
Roll
and
another,
the other two, obviously.
Roll another intelligence check, this time at disadvantage, because you're not too familiar with hobgoblins or their armies.
Fair enough.
Do fake creatures have blood?
Most of them, yeah.
I don't know shit.
So with a natural one, you're going to make some assumptions.
I am very confident.
You are going to be like, you know that most armies, especially if there's something else to kill for the Tyrant and all it has to do is stare forward, that these Death Kiss are going to rip through the ranks in front of the Death Tyrant, who's going to raise the dead. And you know, with the amount of attacks Death Kiss can do, you know, there's going to be like, 3 every 6 seconds. So in a matter of minutes, this Death Tyrant is going to have, for sure, an army of 120 hobgoblins. This is beyond a shadow of a doubt.
This is the relevant information we needed to make a solid decision. All right, let's go murder them.
Okay, hold on. Do fake creatures have blood?
Yes. Depending on the fake creature. Most of them, yes. Which fake creature are we concerned?
Zephyr, can you summon a couple, like, fey bears?
No, I can't summon a couple of fey bears. I didn't save that in my spell list.
Is my blood fey at all?
I mean,
I thought you had conjure animals.
I do have conjure fey. It's extremely expensive and not really worth my time.
Sure. having 2 bleeding bears that the Death Kiss just focus on for a couple rounds so that we can fuck up a giant thing. Yeah, that's not worth your time. Great.
No, I can.
Level, Jesus.
I can still banish the main guy while we beat up the
Conjure animals is a 3rd level spell, you dingus.
She didn't prepare it. If it's not prepared,
it's animals,
not
and
prepared.
I didn't prepare it because nobody else.
I have Enthrall. That could help.
Definitely.
So we could banish one.
Check.
Oh my god.
And try to enthrall the
check.
other.
Well, because we know that
the concentration.
We know the blood-seeking ones are kind of dumb, so that might help.
I think it's in our best interest to sneak attack the biggin.
Yeah, how about
and then if we don't take it down in a round, we banish it.
I have another
I
idea.
don't think we're going to be able to take that thing out in a single round.
No. What we do is we hit it with another sneak attack immolate, and then a round like that surprise round, and then I'll banish it right afterwards.
I have another idea.
That or we could pick off each. I don't know.
I have another idea. If you give me 10 minutes, I can talk to nature, find out if there's any large animals nearby. We could try to have a source of blood as a distraction. With, I don't know, an elk or something?
Uza, make a perception check.
Yep. Tasty, tasty elk.
I think we can take the 2 without a distraction.
23.
23.
Based on the one that we just mowed through.
It's at this
I'd
point
rather have safety. Oh,
you
fuck.
see the Death Tyrant. The center eye flares to life.
Well, we're fucked. It's awake. Go.
We're all. I'm still. You guys. Is everyone in the fortress?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not
a
moving,
football field away.
but the eye has
Oh, how
come to
far away
life.
is it? Sorry.
300 feet.
Fuck. Do.
Yep.
Checking my immolate.
Perfect. So
I can't hit it from here. I can get 180 feet. I can hit it with an immolate.
It shouldn't really be able to hear us from here.
nope, it's just it's with all the things that have happened, with it birthing a new Death's Kiss, with all of just the days and its natural sleep cycle. It is.
There
now
are 6
awoken.
fucking horses there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
We could just. I don't want
Kill
to
the
have to
horses?
kill the horses, but we could as blood distractions.
We're assuming that they're gonna give a shit about a dying horse and not the things attacking them. You said they're.
If we're not attacking the ones that want the blood, we're just attacking the skull one. They're going to be ravenous for the
Derek?
blood.
Zarek, correct me if I'm wrong. You said they had average intelligence, like that of a normal person.
Well, we
That's-
just
That is
saw.
correct. But the
So a normal
Bloodlust
person is not gonna
controls
care.
as you
fuck.
saw,
We-
the
I
newborn.
think-
Got into
was
planning
eating
flowers and we
carrots
fucked ourselves, so we just gotta roll with this
Yeah.
thing now. I'm gonna go
I
for the
think
roof.
the more we not make decisions, the worse it gets.
I think it's fine. We'll be fine. I'll banish the big guy if I can, and then if we have a chance to send one of the horses running, we'll do
Oh
it.
crap! The tower
We'll take that.
left.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get
Yeah.
a better.
Some
kind of
wild
setup
magic
here.
crap going on here.
Honestly, if we can just fire to free the horses at this point, it'll at least make it to where they're not just food for them.
Yeah.
I guarantee blood will make them stronger and smarter. So, I do like the releasing the horses thing still.
That's
Okay,
a good
so
idea.
good stealth check. Yeah, I was taking one for before, so you're still very hidden.
We're releasing the horses, or are we just killing them so that the blood ones eat them?
Well, if you release them, the blood ones might chase them. If you manage to wound one while it's running, they might chase it.
Right
But then
now,
we
we
might
only
lose
have
'em.
one that's awake. If we wait any longer, the other 2 are gonna wake up any second.
Yes.
And
This
I was
point-
just
Do
saying
something.
that
Is
if
it-
the other 2 wake up, we make a blood distraction for them.
And then
Same.
the
Okay.
Right
his-
now, can anyone even hit the one where it's at?
It's coming this way.
the Death's
Is it
Kiss
looking at us?
it is staring at the fortress. You see for a second the massive skull tilts to the side and then just starts floating towards the fortress. Kind
It's
of
coming this
bobbing
way.
as it
So if
goes.
you have magic, get the fuck out of its vision. Start moving now.
I'm inside the building and I'm not looking at it, so
It can
Um,
still probably see in the slits.
it is
I'm
a
not
cone.
looking out the slits at all.
It is a cone of anti-magic. What
You're
he's
not gonna
saying
be able to
is
do
you have to
anything.
go up, like up to the south or down to the bottom, because everything in front of it in a giant cone, magic is negated. No matter where you cast it from, if it's in that cone, it's instantly negated. So that's what he's saying. So
Perhaps
positioning.
anybody?
If it goes through walls and stuff, is that what you're saying?
Okay. I'm going
Even
to
if you
guys-
even if you jump out and fire it out of the window, the instant you hit that window, you'll hit the anti-magic cone. It'll be gone.
you have
Right.
6
I
seconds
just need to know if I
figure out
can
what
still
you're gonna
cast
do. I'm gonna
magic
shoot
while
a
not
horse,
looking at it.
so it turns around, so you can get a chance to get your sneak attack immolate off.
So
Hopefully.
it's not that you looking at it or not. It's the cone itself is an anti-magic field, so it doesn't matter if you're looking at it or not. The magic is negated if it's
Not a
in that field.
basilisk.
Yeah.
I know, I just need to know if the field goes through walls, that's all.
No, it does not go through walls.
But it would go through the slits that you would have to look out.
No, I understand that.
Also,
means
there's
I'll
a very
just
good possibility that the closer this gets to this
Oh, I see what
magically conjured tower, the
Hold on.
tower is going to fold in on itself.
I see what Viser is going for. You're going to use your robe to go to the ethereal plane.
That, and I was just gonna rely on somebody to tell me when I can fucking take a shot, that's all.
Oh, when it's not
Fair.
looking at you. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
That's all I was trying to get to. I'm gonna go to the rooftop in case the fucking thing collapses in on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
Is everybody going to the rooftop?
Magic users, maybe?
I'm not sure that this thing won't fold in on itself when
I
it
have Featherfall.
gets hit by
I'll be fine.
anti-magic.
He has Featherfall. We have
No,
Wing.
Featherfall doesn't work with anti-magic.
Ty, can I get
Well,
off the back of the tower without being seen?
Can you what? Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. You said
Can I
attack off the
get off-
tower?
I want to get off the back of the tower without being seen. I want to break away from the tower.
Sure.
and
Yes, yeah.
head
With
north.
with your 29 with pass without a trace, definitely. Even without the pass without a trace, once you're outside of that, that'll keep you hidden long enough that since it's staring at the tower, you should be able to break away confidently. You feel.
All right, I'm
What is
gonna
the-
get here.
What is
Okay.
the range of the cone?
The cone is a 150-foot anti-magic cone.
Perfect. I can range it. Spell sniper, baby.
Okay, so you're gonna. So
I'm gonna.
And
I'm
vice
gonna-
you can
versa,
only
I
range
will
it if it's not
let you- I have
looking
to-
at. Oh, that's good. All right, fine. All right.
If
Go
it's
ahead.
not what?
Looking at you, because once the magic hits the anti-magic field, it's negated.
Yeah. But I can
Yeah.
at least still use my escapes and stuff like that.
Sure.
But Ty's saying the angle of the magic coming to hit it
matters.
is also affected.
Yeah, of course. I
Perfect,
can't do it
okay.
while it's looking at me, but we got a lot of melee people, so
Yeah.
I'm just
But I'm
gonna,
also- No,
being
but
able
what
to
we're
take
saying is-
advantage of that is the big thing.
Yeah, but what we're saying is, if the immolate is not affected at the immediate casting point, if it has to go through the
I
cone,
know. I got it. I got the cone.
Hey,
Don't worry.
he's
I
got it.
understand
He's
the
got
cone. I know. It's just been like 4 times. I get it. No worries. I got
All
it.
right,
Don't worry.
so-
I'm just trying to figure out other things. We're good on the cone. I got it.
So, real
Sorry,
quick,
thank
people
you.
not listening to me tonight.
everybody who's
I
going,
promise.
everybody who's going to the roof, stealth check.
I'm gonna actually go out the front door.
The front
Well, the
door.
front door is actually behind the
So the
opposite
one
side of the
opposite
tower.
side of the
Yeah,
tower.
yeah.
Okay,
It's coming
perfect.
from the backside, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out
this
the.
map is
I'm gonna go out the front
flip-flop
door
now.
and into the woods. I'm gonna go hide behind a tree back here.
Okay. Stealth check.
Why don't
Yeah,
I-
I will definitely stealth.
Yes,
Can I go with
so-
you and I can give you pass without a trace?
Did you wanna
If you
Yeah,
want.
if you go with him, both of you stealth checks, both with pass without a trace.
All right.
Ooh, I needed that.
I'm
I
gonna
should've-
get onto the. I'm gonna get onto the earring, and I'm going to say, I am far to the north. If I hit this thing, it can look at me and pull its magic cone away from you guys to get off a couple of attacks. But I need to do this
Absolutely.
now before it wanders up to you, and it doesn't give a shit about me anymore.
As you're saying this, you see its head swivels.
Towards what?
The idea, even with pass without a trace, you guys feel
I'm gonna
you
attack
feel
it.
it's
I'm
okay.
hitting it.
So at this point, it is. Let's see, I'm going to say it is 200 feet away. What is?
I have,
you have sharpshooter. Doesn't
sharpshooter.
matter. So go ahead and fire.
600 feet.
Yeah, baby. 32.
There it is.
Doesn't hit. No, I'm fucking with you. Of course that hits. All right, so I'm gonna just put everything. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put everything away here, so you guys don't have to worry about this shizno. I should have thought of this before. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Nope, not token. Oh, fuck it. Alrighty, give me 1 second. Sorry, everybody. I did not plan properly. That's all I have. Because
You didn't fully accommodate for the hodgepodge, contradictory plans, voting, and analysis that we've been doing for the last 2 hours?
I mean, I
Not
did.
plan for that.
I did. It was just, I should have been moving things around in the meantime. All right, so that gives us. Here's what we're saying. Let's see. At this point, you know what? We'll go put this away too.
Oh. Is that where he actually is? Because I'll be in a spot that I actually have line of sight on him.
And we're gonna assume line of sight on this, just because. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We'll put it. Yeah, we'll say he's 160 feet. So we'll say this is all happening as he's starting to dash forward. So he'll be at the edge of the map for the first round of combat. So Vicer.
Well, because I
and-
wanted a hard angle so that he would have to look very much away from the
Oh, yeah.
fortress. So if I knew he was down there, can I just put Uza here? I mean,
Absolutely.
it screws me for support wise, but
Absolutely. So,
Okay.
You're a
And
quick
then-
flying boy.
Mesnos would have gone with
Yeah.
you. All right,
need
so
him to look away.
32, and then so you're gonna be the only one who gets the sneak attack, as it's noticed everybody else. But or you're not an assassin, doesn't matter. All right, so yeah, that hits for sure. As you loose the arrow, it hits, and the rest of you breathe a small sigh of relief as it does shift its view up. But you do a decent amount of freaking damage here, though. Like, that's not bad at all.
33 points of damage.
All right, and with that, we're going to go ahead and roll. Oh, no, hold on. Let me get out the old ones. Clear. All right. Going to go and roll that beautiful bean initiative. Don't forget to select your token so it goes in.
God damn!
Oof.
I did select my token.
It's okay, I gotcha.
Roll20's been weird about that lately. In our
It
other
has
game
been.
that I play in, it's Dylan's been having issues.
Let's see, 4. Okay, and then blood scale. You rolled it advantage. Oh, it says advantage. Cool.
Yeah, I rolled it in D&D Beyond this time.
Ah, killer. Okay, so with that,
Hold on,
as the
there's one more.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
You gotta roll Ulus.
Oh yeah, I forgot Ulu. Ulu's
What
gonna be
size
sticking
creature?
with you.
What size
it-
creature is the beholder?
It's a large creature.
Great.
Large aberration. All right, with that, blood scale, you are up.
There's only so much I can do. I'm gonna assume that the Instant Fortress has a back door of some kind.
Sure. Yeah, it has doors on every side.
It's 160 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Not the greatest for me. No, they're in the tree line to the south.
I have a goofy plan.
I'm sure you do. Go here is my movement.
Perfect.
Not done yet.
Okay.
Here's my dash.
Okay. Action. It's movement action. You have a bonus action.
If I rage right now and don't take damage, there's no point.
True. Okay.
I think that's about it.
Perfect. Vicer.
Alright, I'm going to... my movement speed is so slow.
30?
30. Okay, 30's not bad. That means... Sorry. 70, 140... Alright, well, I'm gonna move... I'm gonna run over to that tree. And I'm gonna hold my action till it comes. If it moves into 120 feet of me,
Okay.
I'm going to ready telekinesis.
You get a ready telekinesis.
Yar.
Okay. Perfect.
I guess should I clear my plan right now or wait to
No,
try it
no.
when it
Go
hits?
and wait and try it.
Okay.
This will be fun.
Okay.
It'll be fun. This is gonna be good.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you're holding until it's 120 feet. Yeah, within 120 feet of you. Okay. Perfect.
Can I
Oh.
stealth or do I? Is that an action I can't do?
No, you have a bonus action from your previous orc experience, so you can stealth as a bonus action.
I would like to stealth then.
Roll that beautiful stealth.
Yes.
Now you do it. Okay, perfect. And then with Pass Without a Trace still going on until it is dropped, you are at a 30 for stealth.
Oh yeah.
That'll bring us to Uza. This thing has just swapped its glare. You are now at the center of this fury of the Death Tyrant.
Okay, I am going to... Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to get into this tree and see if I can roll a stealth check.
Go and roll it as a bonus action.
At advantage, so with my disadvantage should be a single roll of a natural 1.
Yeah, so you gotta hide, and then you kind of like scramble up, and as you're kind of like the tree is so thin, and you kind of like you go to like maybe go up into the tree, and the branches just snap out from under you, and you're like, oh shit, it's too late, you've missed your opportunity to stealth.
Well, fine then. We're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to fly up into the air above the tree line so I have eyesight on them.
Sure.
Nice.
How high does that get me?
I have
what's
a
your-
question.
Sure.
Does reliable talent negate that?
It does not. Everything but natural ones.
Okay.
It's
What's
gone
your
back and forth, but me and Ty agreed that I like the fact that I can still fail at
No,
something.
yeah, no, flavor's good. I was just unsure.
perfect? What's your movement speed?
Well, I used 10 feet, and then I have 40 feet left of flight. Right?
So,
no, 30 feet left of flight.
Because you were trying to stealth, would you? No, wait, you don't have to. You're a thief. Never mind. Yeah, so you get about 30 feet into the air.
Okay, can I see him?
You can definitely see him.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right, go and fire.
And I'm just gonna holler out. No sneak attack damage, so it's just a 10 piercing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna holler out as I hit him. Hey, you big, ugly, one-eyed fuck!
Perfect. Okay.
In the
So
bushes, I nod in approval.
you feel a strange approval, and then so you fired it, and it hits into the skull, but kind of bounces and glances off. It leaves like this tiny little gouge, but that's it.
I'll take it. And I believe that's my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Zadok.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing, wizard?
Hi.
Hello.
That's a great question. I have so many ideas, and all of them are bad.
Nice. D&D, am I right?
Oh, I know. Well, the problem with not having played a wizard before and not having the whole economy of spell slots things, I'm like, oh, I can cast this and this and this, and I'm like, wait a second, am I going to want to do that? Because then I'm going to be out of this.
Oh, I understand. Just do it. That's what I say.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Perfect. So you use your action, cast haste on your spells yourself. So you gain 2 to your AC. You can make weapon attacks, one weapon attack, in addition to your regular actions. When you take the attack action, you now can dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. And then for right now, you got your speed is doubled as well. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. So, if I dash to here,
Oh no.
Okay.
okay, never mind. We're going here.
Okay.
Okay. And then, with my second thing, casting Phantasmal Killer.
Phantasmal Killer.
DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay.
And I cast it at 7th level. Because why not?
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Let's pull this up and see what we got here. Okay. Come on, computer.
I'll put that. Tap into the nightmares, create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. Target has to make a wisdom saving throw. Failed save, becomes frightened. At the end of the target's turn, target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, take 4d10 psychic damage.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I
Well,
was just reading
5d10,
through it.
I guess.
All right. That's it. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
It's a 23.
Damn.
On a failed save, he is frightened of you, though.
So, well, yeah, so on a failed save, he'd be frightened. Otherwise,
And then so on a failed save, target
at
becomes
the
frightened.
end of each turn, it has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10.
Perfect. So it can still hurt it. You see, as Zadok, as you walk up, you try to think of anything that this beholder's afraid of, and then go ahead.
It failed to save? How did it?
Oh,
fail
sorry,
to
it
save?
passed the save, so nothing happened. You're right. I'm thinking if you failed to hit it. So yeah. So as you're trying to think of something a beholder can be afraid of, you think of like a window of death and oblivion that opens into limbo and disintegrating into nothing. One of your kind of childhood fears as you stared out into the nothingness of limbo. And as you run up, you try to cast this onto it. You see as the magic starts to take hold, and then the beholder just. You see it just disintegrates against it, the fear not taking hold and the spell failing in your hands. That'll bring us to Mesnos.
Oh boy, Mesnos is not sure he wants to drag this thing's attention yet.
So sorry, just reading on this. So it says on a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration.
It passed it.
At the end
It
of-
had a
Right,
successful
no, I know.
save. Yeah.
But I guess that's my question is, at the end of each of the target's turn before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. So are we saying that because
It says on a successful save, the spell ends. So it saved instantly. The spell ended instantly. It didn't take a hold.
Right, but that's on a successful save. Okay, any successful save, not specifically the end of the target's turn successful save.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So Mezzy runs up. What's he doing? Oh, he had to dash to get there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bonus
you did.
action.
I don't think Mezzy has many of them, if really any of them.
Okay. That brings us to Ulumfa. She is going to dash out next to Bloodscale. And let's see, that gives it another. She's just out of range for throwings. So she will hold an action until she can throw. That'll bring us to the Death Tyrant.
No, she won't. She dashed.
Oh, you're right. Sure. So she'll just be there. Thank you. And then so it is going to move its. You see, it floats. It's going to move about 20 feet towards the source of the magic that tried to make it fear. Not appreciating that. And then it is going to turn its gaze. Its gaze now is this kind of 150-foot cone looking this way. So, Zarek, as the gaze hits you, your haste instantly fades. And so as that happens, you cannot take actions until after your next turn as a wave of lethargy falls over you. So as the speediness and everything, as you felt everything slow down, you can move swiftly through it. As it goes over there, you're like, "Ugh," and you feel all of your muscles and everything kind of tighten up. You're like, oh, as this wave of awfulness overtakes you.
Also, my glamored armor
Yes.
turns back into just studded leather armor.
Just
instead
studded
of my
leather
full
armor.
robes.
Yeah, you guys see as it turns over, Zarek's robe fades, and you see just basic studded leather armor below it. You
That
see,
shit is basic.
yeah, and you see his sword at his side and his Mindcaster both lose a little luster. You see Mesnos hit with this. You see
Stop
he.
looking at me, Swan.
You see Mesnos looks at his hands. as it
Lamiri
happens.
over here.
Alrighty. And then let's see.
Can you make a more like movable cone by any chance? So we
I'm
can
trying to
just
find.
know?
Yeah, let me see if I can hardcore her.
I mean, it'd just
Roll
be
this real fast.
way helpful to us and chat.
Perfect. We're gonna see if this one will work. Sorry, that is a.
I'm not in range of that.
You were correct. If it was only a 15-foot cone.
Oh, damn it.
It's 150 feet, so just extrapolate out from this. So this is
Yeah,
kind of
It's the direction.
the direction.
Wait, so it moved into 120 foot range?
It did, but it was looking that same way. So if you're, what did you want to do?
Cast the telekinesis to force it to stare into the air.
Okay. It changed its gaze first. Go ahead and cast and make a charisma straight charisma check. See if you can get
Okay,
it
so
in
there's the
time because it
cast.
turned
Generous.
looking. I'm being real generous because I forgot you said that. 25. No, straight throw, not a save.
Ah, poop.
Haha!
So your save is +5. You rolled 14, 19. Not in time. It is just. You try to throw out this telekinesis to grab it and try to hold it in one direction, but it already turns its gaze, and you weren't quite fast enough to grab its head before it turned, and you feel the spell break
spell
loose.
slot because it seems like it would either go off and make him look up, or or not be able to be cast. Like I get that you're trying to be like fair
okay.
here, but like it's.
I will say you probably did see it turn, and with the knowledge of the cone, I could say you probably would have known that trying to cast a spell once its head was already turned would be useless, because it turned at 160
The
feet.
whole point of the
moved
telekinesis
into
was
it.
to keep it from looking at us.
Okay.
So,
I get what you're
that's
saying.
what I had the held action for. I just didn't know if it was in range.
No, okay, so
So-
it turned its vision before it moved forward, so you would have known not to throw the telekinesis.
Okay.
You
See,
can have it
that's
ready
alright.
for when it turns away, though. If it
Alright,
does
yeah,
turn
then-
away within 120 feet, I'll consider your held action still
Alright,
ready.
So I'll continue to hold my action then.
Perfect.
That's cool. All right,
Let's
thank
see
you.
who rolled a 1. Okay, so that's going to be a Charm Ray, and that's going to be shot at... okay, so we're going to say... let's roll this now. All right, that's going to go to Mesnos. I need Mesnos to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Nope, never mind. That's a magical effect, so it wouldn't have shot at anybody in the cone. Bloodscale, make a Wisdom saving throw.
Does it have to look at Bloodscale to do this?
No, it's you see one of the floating dots that where the eye stalks would be.
Of course.
Just fires a
okay.
beam over
it-
at
even worse.
Bloodscale.
Gotcha.
Bloodscale, you are charmed for.
Oh, fuck you. I'm using luck.
Okay, roll your.
Oh yeah.
Hey, fuck me.
Yeah.
DC 17
Roll
is
damage.
exactly what you needed to
Fuck
pass
you. I'm
this.
using luck.
All right, next ray.
It's not
Is-
overpowered. I'm just lucky.
Lucky in real life is overpowered as well. All right. Oh shit, snacks.
No, being born rich is overpowered.
Yeah, that's lucky.
That's it. Being born
Ulu.
on second and act like you hit a triple.
I need Ulu to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh wait, shit. I have to do that, don't you? Nobody else. Oh my god, this is gonna feel real bad. All right, +1. Oh, yes! That was a petrification ray. I was really fucking worried about that. All right, so you see this ray fires out at Ulu, and it hits her right in the chest, and you see her just kind of, and you see this small like rock forming, and she flexes, and it breaks off of her chest armor.
What a badass.
Shit snacks. Zephyr, make a dexterity saving throw. This is stressful, man.
Yeah, it was.
All right,
That's why I didn't
so
want to fight a boulder. Can we get away with not doing this? No, damn it.
That's what I was getting at.
that was another. Oh wait, yeah. So
Actually, shoot all its beams like this.
only 3 during its
Okay.
turn. Yeah, that's all the beams for this turn. But so you guys watch as Zephyr starts to like the same effect hits her, and these stones start stretching out, and you try to flex forward like you saw Ulu do, and it's just not working as it's starting to take over you. You'll have to make a saving throw at the end of your turn. Luckily, it is your turn.
Or maybe not so luckily.
So I can't cast anything.
I have a question,
You are at the very edge of its cone, so you can still cast.
but can it shoot
Not
its
at it,
beam
no.
through its cone?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I was looking it up, and it can cast through its cone.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is cast Enhance Ability.
Perfect. Are you going to enhance your? What are you gonna? I'm guessing your dexterity for your saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So with that, the cat's grace.
I have
Perfect.
advantage.
On dexterity checks, you don't take damage from falling less than 20 feet, or if you're not knocked out.
I definitely can't move, right?
If you move forward, you know that that's
Uh,
probably getting close.
She's
to it.
restrained.
Oh yes, you
Yeah.
are restrained.
So, crap, and if I cast anything, so that okay. So I'm just gonna roll my dex here.
Okay, go roll it at advantage with your enhance ability.
Oh no.
Shit, that wasn't me.
Okay, you guys watch as Zephyr. You see, she first casts, and you see this kind of like dash of wind spin around her, and then you see as she kind of goes to move forward. She concentrates forward, and then she opens her eyes. You see this look of almost fear for a second, and then genuine panic. And she looks down and she looks up one more time as she's completely overtaken and turned to stone.
Oh shit!
I don't
Let's
like
get
that.
You are up.
She's the only one with great restoration. Good job.
Yep.
I didn't do anything.
I was out of the way for the most part. Wait, did it even know I was there?
It did. You failed your stealth check. You were one of the first things it saw.
Right. Stupid pass without a trace to do jack for me.
Sorry. When you roll a 4, 10. It's got a
God, I
passive
rolled like
perception of
4 and
22.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. So, Bloodscale, what are we doing?
Only thing I can do is run at this thing.
Perfect.
And I didn't want to fight.
Sorry, we got this.
50 feet away.
Yeah, and I can only make it 40 without dashing.
Let's see. You can get 45 will get you next to it as well. But yeah.
No. That's 40.
Okay.
Just assuming 10 misses.
10 does miss.
Cool.
But it does go off. It's not looking
Yeah.
at you.
No, I know. I fought a beholder once before.
Sure.
Does it look at it?
Bonus action rage. That's all I can do.
It can move its cone only on its turn. You know that. Okay, so the rage goes
I didn't
off
know
you. All right, Visair, you are up and currently within the 150-foot cone.
I'm still stealthed, and it doesn't know I'm here. So I'm,
Let me take
you know, I'm,
you rolled
I'm
a
useless, but I might as well not be a target and useless.
you rolled a 20 for stealth
Yeah.
with the petrification of
That
Zephyr.
pass without a trace is gone, but I still have the 20.
You do have a 20, but okay, perfect. So you don't know if you're hidden or not with a 20.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Oh, it's not like I have other things I can even fucking do. So, I know, right? I don't even think I have like a I have a crossbow. I don't
You do.
think it goes
And
that
crossbow.
far.
It does not.
Yeah.
You
Trying
can
to get out of the
dash.
cone.
Yeah, you can still. You have your roguish dash. You can move twice your movement speed and still have an action.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's
Are
one
you
of the
sure
things you
that's
got.
a thing I've had?
That's a thing you've had for a long time. You've just never had to use it.
I'm gonna run right over here.
Perfect.
Run.
I'll go and move you for you. There you go.
Then I'm
You
gonna
are
hit
now-
it with that telekinesis.
As you cross the road, you feel like as you're dashing your heart out, you feel your magic return, and ha ha ha! All right, and then telekinesis. Go ahead. So you're casting it, and that is a what saving throw?
DC 18.
And is it?
I'm sorry. It's I think it's spelled weird.
Strength check. So okay,
Yeah,
you
strength
make it.
check.
Okay, so you're trying to hold it in place. So it's going to be. So you're going to have to roll with your spellcasting ability versus its strength. Luckily, it's not super strong. So its strength check is going to be 2. Roll above a 2.
Only my charisma, which is a +5.
You
can
just
beat it.
don't nat 1. Okay, perfect. Okay, so are you holding it in place?
I'm
so it's-
forcing it to look upwards. I'm grabbing it and then lifting it like 5 feet into the air and facing its eyes straight upwards. So it can't look at any of us.
Yes, that will work.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you guys watch as Visair runs across, and you see this this like sparkle of arcane magic kind of starts to surrounding it. Some of the latent fey magic in your blood, like these small butterflies, kind of start to form around it. And you see as it tries to pull down, you're like, no! And you clamp down, and you see like almost this spectral like will of you, like forms almost into this fist holding it, and you pull it upwards and face it upwards. The anti-magic cone now freeing all of the rest of you magic casters. It is looking directly upwards. Nobody is in the cone.
And
That's action, bonus
it's just
action
a
movement.
little bit off the ground. I don't. How does it floats? Doesn't
It floats. Yeah, it's already floating.
Okay.
It
I
actually
just
floats.
as long as it's not, it's still in melee range is the big thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that it can get whaled on by
Perfect.
the. All right, good.
Now that it is-
That's gonna be my turn.
Perfect.
Oh,
okay.
I still have a bonus action. Can I stealth again?
You bonus action to dash.
Oh, okay, cool. I will
Perfect.
hang out.
All right, Uza, you are up.
All right.
See, we got this.
Sure.
Why not?
I am going to shit. Right in the tree.
We just now have to try and get a hobgoblin cleric to unpetrify our fucking druid.
I can unpetrify. I have dispel magic. I can try and get that soon.
If that works.
Oh, actually,
If
you know
that
what?
works.
Can I see Zephyr?
You can. You have your eagle eyes.
Let's-
You can see up to a mile.
Let's get fucking weird here. I'm gonna shoot her with Akati's Justice and hit with dispel magic.
Spell magic. Okay.
We'll see if that works, just to get it out of the way.
Sure.
Let's get weird.
21.
It's more than her AC.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Does the dispel magic do anything?
I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't believe so, but let me double check.
Yeah, the answer is no. I already looked
I
it up.
know. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna double check sage advice. For Jeremy Crawford's official word on it. And it is... Dispel magic can end flesh to stone, which isn't instantaneous. But this is not
say, now
flesh to
that's
stone.
weird.
This is a petrify ray
That's all-
that has already taken effect. Had you shot her before it took effect, it would have dispelled. But since it took full effect, she is still...
Can I dispel magic beholder ray effects? Also sage advice.
Oh, did you find that? What did they say? I just put versus petrify.
Mike Merles says that beholder's zombie eye, that's zombie eye, rays, eye rays, well, beholder's zombies eye rays are magical. Does that mean you can use dispel magic to end paralyzing ray? Merle says yes. Dispel...
Okay, I think I found it. Hold on. Magical effect, the spell has to come from another spell.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Crawford, I think, says no.
Crawford says no. Okay, let me... Mike Merles, would you use 10 plus creature CR? So let's take a look at it. Okay, so the creature CR is 14. Roll a wisdom check for me.
Oh, I can do those. 22. Holy shit, 22?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more and you would have been able to do it, but it's... so
Oh,
you
then
feel...
that's 20.
You know what? Because... Oh no, I was using wisdom for your god. Oh man! So you see as you fire, you pull the arrow and you're like, please, 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 and you feel the bow come to life as the energy lights to the arrow and you fire off, the electricity sparking forward, and you hear just this own as lightning comes down and you feel Akati reaching down to Zephyr, but you feel it at the last second. It just doesn't hold. There's too much distance and it just breaks apart before you can dispel it off of her.
Well, shit.
Okay.
Gave it a good effort. I'm gonna bonus
Question
action
answer.
hide.
Perfect. Roll your stealth check. Are you moving at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop over to this tree.
Okay.
They'll be kind of behind it using whatchamacallit. Let's see. Stealth.
Sure.
24.
24. All right. Perfect. That'll bring us to Zadok.
All right. I am going to check distance here real quick. Okay, perfect. We're going to move closer to the beholder.
Okay.
And disintegrate.
Shit. Okay.
Do it, man.
Dexterity saving throw.
Hell yeah.
And it is being held by telekinesis.
That's a 20.
Kyle.
Oh, the telekinesis. Does that?
So,
It does
is
count
it
as. It does count as Let's see. Is it grappled or is it?
Not even sure you can
Hold on, let me
actually
take a look
use
here. Okay, you can try to make a huge
Restrained
motion.
in your telekinetic grip.
Restrained. Okay, so that is a little different. Pull restrained because I always forget the difference between the two here. Restrained.
Should
Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So perfect. So it has to roll again at disadvantage.
Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Come on.
17 still passes.
It's your
But I believe that still does have...
Wait. I'm gonna use bend fate, bend luck.
Ben luck.
that thing-
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and mark off your sorcery points. So it has to make the saving throw again.
Yeah, bend luck. No. When another creature you see makes an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw, you can use the reaction to spend 2 sorcery points to roll a 1d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus or penalty to your choice of
And it doesn't matter what he rolls.
Doesn't matter what you roll, it
Yeah,
fails.
baby!
All right, so the
You
full
can play a
might.
sorcerer like a warlock. I'm telling you, you can just do it.
So as you watch the disintegrate hits, and you see it's trying to like force its way against it, and Vice, you're just like, no, fuck no. And then you see part of its jaw disintegrate until half of its jaw is missing, and it's just kind of the other side flopping off into the side. What have you done to me? It says now in common.
Oh, too bad you couldn't target its eye.
And yeah, that's one of the things about a Death Tyrant. It doesn't have an eye to target. All right, so that is a significant amount of damage done to this Death Tyrant.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Help.
Oh no, it's not.
82 damage? I wasn't gonna let that go if I could. Fuck.
We're gonna keep it, but it has to
say half damage.
So unfortunately, you are still paralyzed from your haste fading. That spell effect ending.
What?
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah,
he
when
can't
haste
make.
fades, you're
He
stunned
can't-
for an action.
He's stunned for like his turn for this turn, so he can't do that. We're gonna keep the saving throws and the bend luck for your next turn if it's still alive, because that was great rolls and great planning and everything. But for this round, you
Also, if the cone doesn't come back down on you.
yeah. So you are able to shake off at the end of your turn. You shake off the haste effects, but that's all you can do for your turn. Mesnos. Sorry, Zach.
No.
Mesnos, who is
I need to
losing
learn
his
to read.
fucking mind right
Yeah,
now.
Mesnos
Oh,
is
yeah.
super quadruple hyper pissed.
Freaking out, man. He's freaking out. Ah!
He knows he physically can't do anything though.
He can use magic and stuff now.
Yeah,
I meant about Zephyr.
that's his
oh,
first
right,
thought.
right.
Is definitely for Zephyr.
Makes sense.
Trying to remember if this boy has small sniper or not.
Up here.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I think I was pretty sure. But, yeah.
Gotta get somewhere that's within 60 feet, and hopefully away from hitting anybody else in a cone.
Yeah, the cone is directly up, so
Yeah, but if it
Yeah.
loses the effect and then looks at Mesnos because Mesnos is about to do a thing. That's is going to be his last spell slot, but it's going to have to do.
all right. Blight Constitution saving throw. All right. 14. He fails. 32 points of necrotic damage as you watch this sickly, almost like green white tether latch on, and he pulls the life out of it. You see a dulling of the skull where it pulled off the energy. Bonus action. I don't know if he has any, but
Nah, and he can't dash as a bonus action.
okay.
Even being this thoroughly pissed off.
All right, and then that'll bring us
Well,
to
it's
Ulu, who's also going to dash it up, and then Ulu's speed. Let me pull it up here.
Doesn't she only have to get into a throwing range?
She only has to get like up to that. Okay, yeah, so she can. Perfect. There we go. Thank you. And then she's going to throw her. No, not equipment actions. I guess give me 1 second. So she's going to throw Jahrek's Blessing, which, but because it's pointed up, will return to her. So
And because it's restrained, he has advantage.
Okay, so she did. She rolled. I don't know why it didn't come across, but it was a 31 and did 10 points of damage. And then she's gonna throw again. An 18 is gonna miss, and then the third one still don't know why. Oh, because I'm in Google. No, that makes sense. The last one's gonna be a 20, which is gonna hit for another 12 points of slashing damage. Alrighty. That'll bring us to the Death Tyrant's turn. It is going to... So looking upward, it's going to try to... It's just going to fire its eye rays out. Because it is not strong. It doesn't think it can break its health 4. So it's going to... let's have Vicer. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
No. No, I'm just kidding.
No, wait, you can do that. Would you just tell him no?
So,
No.
okay, you are slowed.
Going to use a
Irony.
luck point.
Okay, go ahead and use your luck point. Mark it off and redo your save. 11 still fails. All right, so you have no reactions. Yeah, it doesn't affect your concentration. So good news there.
Very, very slowly trying to give it the finger, like no.
Next ray is going to fire at. This one's gonna be more random. Uza, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Hey, I can do those. Maybe.
I like.
Hey, I can do those.
So
Nice.
for a second, as it hits you, you're like feeling like, what are we doing to this poor fucking bastard? You shake off the charm ray that hit you. All right, and then lastly. All right, Zarek, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Don't do it.
Where the fuck?
Don't do it. I did it, and it turned out bad.
You take 53 points of damage as you're
What
hit
the
with the death ray.
Fuck. Shit.
Death ray. Death.
Jeez.
Oh, you are lucky a lot of those
That
rolls
is
were shitty.
exactly half my HP.
And then
Oh,
it's
you
going
lucky
to,
dog.
at the end of its turn, burn a legendary action before the next person in the turn order, which would be Zephyr, but she paralyzed. Or she stone. And then it's going to fire... Bloodscale. Make a strength saving throw.
I have advantage on those.
Yeah, you do.
Don't
So about
outrage.
being enraged.
Yeah, I wish I got hit by the charmed ray because I had.
Okay, you pass. You feel yourself, like, all of a sudden you feel yourself being grabbed and, like magically being, like, pulled into the air, and you're like, you kind of set yourself, your rage almost anchoring you to the ground. Zephyr, you are stoned. Bloodscale, you're
I
up.
am so stoned.
I believe I have to blow another rage. Just keep it going, because nothing happened.
No,
to me.
you attacked. Yeah, as long as you attack or take
Oh, I
damage.
did Eldritch Blast! Yay!
You did Eldritch Blast, you're good to go.
Yeah.
I remember things. I'm now in this bitch's tits.
Yeah, you are. If
But
it had any,
I-
I mean, it's just a
I,
head.
with my 40 movement speed, I'm going to get into some sort of advantageous position, so
Ooh, so advantageous.
Ulu can flank in a hot second.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
All right.
This bitch is still restrained, right?
Yep.
Oh yes.
All right, just great weapon master then.
Perfect. 15 misses, 20 hits.
15
that was-
misses. What? Where's
Minus
the
5 for his great weapon master.
Yeah, but why? No, it's but he's restrained, so I have advantage. So that's just the
so
one
it's
attack
20 and
roll.
25.
Oh, but isn't great weapon master minus 5?
Yeah, no,
oh, that's
it's
the first
20.
one. I see what you're saying. Yes. Sorry, I got it. I'm swear I'm here. 20 hits. I'm so sorry. I was reading the strength save as one of your attacks because my brain is all here. 20 points of slashing damage. Jeezy crazy. Yeah, that'll go into that. 26, def, 21. Yeah, that'll friggin' hit. Another 21 points of
Blowing
damage.
2 smites. How much was that fucking eye roll?
That was 3d8, so 68 total.
68. That's a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
What the fuck? Yeah, another 29 points of damage. Yo, wait, you're currently attuned to blue?
Yes,
Okay, doesn't matter. It
D.
doesn't have the electric blood, so you're good.
I know.
All right. Yeah, you just start laying into this thing, and you're just like you manage to just you crack into the side, and the eye socket is now starting to split
Bloodskill
open.
is also very angry about a certain someone being turned to stone.
Yeah, I bet he.
It's uncool.
All right, Visair, does it require your action to continue telekinesis?
Shouldn't. It should just be a
I
concentration
believe
thing.
it's just
I think so too. I just want to make sure that because while you're actively holding something,
on subsequent grounds.
Use
you
your
can
action
use
to-
your
your
action
attempt- okay.
or attempt to attempt
Yeah.
to maintain the telekinetic grip of the creature.
perfect. Okay, so go ahead and roll your spell DC, your spell check for just a charisma check, straight charisma check. He's going to try to strength his way with his +0 out of it, and we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
God, fuck you, game. I'm gonna
So-
do it again.
I think
my
you only
last
use
luck point?
you can only use one per attempt. Sorry, man. So as it
He breaks
breaks
free, but he can't move until it's his
Yeah,
turn to look.
exactly.
Again.
So he's able to break free, and he brings, and so the cone drops down to where it was before, because he's not able to turn it. He's only able to turn it on his turn, so he only breaks it back. So it's now covering Zadok and Mesnos.
Why would it be covered? No, it should still be in the air if it has to wait till his turn
Yeah,
to
it,
move it.
it should have to wait till its turn to move at all.
Well, I was thinking of it breaking out of it, going back to where it was before, but you raise a good point. You know what? Yeah, he's going to still be facing the air. What would you like to do, Visair?
That's all I can do.
Oh, because you're slowed. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, Uza, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the thing.
Perfect. You have advantage because it is being threatened, so you can get your sneak attack in.
All right.
Or you get sneak attack, not advantage. Sorry, that's I was thinking
Well,
about
I'm
advantage
hidden,
earlier.
right?
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. You're hidden. So yeah, you get advantage. All right. How would you like to do this?
I want to send an arrow right through its, I want to pierce the temple so that it cracks the ocular socket and collapses it down to shut that fucking stupid eye up once and for all.
So you pop out from your hiding spot. You pull, and then as you're pulling back, you hear this small raging thunder behind you, just as it rolls. And as you fire out, the arrow itself becomes a lightning bolt as it strikes and dives through the trees. This crack of thunder you all hear as it hits into the side, and as it does, it leaps into the eye, and you see the electricity bouncing around, and as it does, it collects up more and more energy, and then you see almost this glow of silver divine light burst the entire eye socket open as shards of bone fly everywhere. And that's where we're going to go ahead and stop for tonight.
Ah, yeah, it's late, but damn.
Sorry, it's
So-
late, everybody out.
So
my
that
first
means
hour.
that
Do you wanna
my
do this
disintegrate didn't go.
No, so you can get your spell slot back though, since we never got back to your turn. So you can get that
Wait,
back
what?
for
Get that for later.
because it was the one where he was paralyzed for his
Where
Yeah, so
everybody
we
fucked
took
up.
him out
Yeah, we all
without
fucked
my
up.
82 points of damage.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah, it's dead. That
Yes.
was it. Yeah, you. So
Oh,
you guys,
okay, I
you
thought
guys,
it was
Bloodscale is running
grievously.
headlong to Zephyr to pick her statue ass up and take it inside.
yeah, and you're going to be like neck and neck with Mesnos, who's also running there. So
Yeah, but Mesno can't pick her up. Meanwhile, I've
cannot.
got 20 strength.
you do.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the other two beholders.
Perfect. So, with that, thank you everybody who came along with the crazy triple raid. That was super fun.
Thanks, Tater Tot.
Thanks, Tater Tot. Yeah. Whoo! What did that was one of the things I was not expecting. Actually, I thought this was going to be
Only one of us
relatively-
got murdered.
I thought it was going to be a relatively easy
Not dead.
easy fight, and boy, howdy.
Victory is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah,
But
technically I'm not dead. I'm just frozen.
oh man, yeah.
You're as good as dead right now.
So, but we do appreciate everybody hanging out, especially as we got kind of later. I know even if you're East Coast, it's or even Mountain right now, it's getting pretty late. But we're here every Tuesday. If you want to come in and see us and hang out again, we're gonna be here. We're here every Tuesday. We've been doing this for going on 3 years. So if you guys want to catch any of the past episodes, we have a youtube.com/Hitchhiker of the Mind. You can catch the Dawnforged company and other past little mini campaigns and stuff we played through. It's going to be, I think they're a good time, but if you're looking for something to listen
Which
to.
the DM didn't record.
Yeah, the
Great
best one I
time.
didn't record. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
I do want to say one thing. If you are from a D&D community and you thought this was a fun game, let us know next time if you'd like us to start with some character backgrounds. We'd be happy to share all of our characters and stuff, but you know how raids go when you show up in the middle of the game. But if you did like the stream, spread the word and let us know if you'd like some character backgrounds next time.
Absolutely. And we're more than happy to answer any questions. You can catch me on Twitter, twitter.com, just HitchhikerMind, at HitchhikerMind, I should say. But other than that, we're going to find out what they're going to do about the problem of a statue Zephyr and the other two Death's Kiss that still are in the caravan behind, and the looming threat of a hobgoblin army who we don't know if they're allies, if they're enemies, or just a neutral party. We have no idea yet, so big things coming soon. So we hope to see you guys next week, and thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next Tuesday.
Bye, everybody.
Ooh, bye.
Hey, did we start? Oh God,
Sons of
did we start
bitches!
yet?
No, God damn it. I almost made it out. I almost made a whole session with nobody asking me if we started.
No, actually,
You
Jess already
bastards.
did it. We just had to
Yeah, I
trickle
know.
down.
Oh, that's right. That's
Wanna
right.
Watch previous games. They're all on his YouTube.
It's true.
All of
Yeah.
them.
All right. Bye, everybody.